Aha ye need 100.9. Me mighty and wasugwa wutie awie yi. Ye mobibia akwaba. Ede badwumadie eso. Ye chagu live on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook aye needs 100.9 FM live and YouTube so aye despite media. Our messages and no comments and how you back can breast fatam e dia amount. Ye WhatsApp line no so activate 0503721744. 0503721744. Abusia mumwa me me wo fada ka brefren Paul Manso ozi o mama mudu me na se esanso no a ya wode bia no gina muma me e wo fa se ba ko pe wo fa nyame onhira wo pa aka na woche ai na woche twam a wo fa wo se ye wo babu afuru su hire wo bete de atadwe na eza meza ebe besimi da demo enono me wo fa wa boa me yie papa nyame enhira no beka wo se ne eye benada August bosom de to so aduonu emienu fiempimienu ene aduonu miensamo ene we sabre donko abapa onsima aduonu emienu ye hwe afi 2023 ya ye dimu nafo amakomako hanu aduasa miensa 233 days ene ye die nti ne eye 233rd day of the year 2023. Enti yete every 365 days no emua. That is hwemudin ya aka 132 days na ye drew December 31. Na ye kwakora afi 2024 emo. Ebeye dwe, ebeye kuha, ebeye dedankasa because the year 2024 a election year. Enti ani adaje ni poso. 132 days no and kakran you see poko akoko benmusio. Little by little we will get there. Little by little 31st December 2023 ye bedru ho ya kwakura afifo from 1st January 2024 emo. Asemba kwa neme ka kiro ma dia to koto dwem na wabubu ne kakran tot no adwendwe hu de bia tu ma na wo fasefo. And says so far as a canea and a baby a wea a shrine piano, not as a yame etumi de hine ho, baby a wea a shrine piano, not as any daswo ewo, baby a wea a shrine piano, or the four, not as a near pebi ewo. Onsa ebeka na boa amwa brabono enema etimi akoyie ede amaw hwe nipa obetimi aye niema hodo pi ede aboa nipa a chese enema pa wo beye no ho ade ba ko ye hodwini ne se wo de ye mistake ba ko fam ye mfomso ba ko fam san mfomso no ena nipa no obekai me boana why ye nipa papa nyina wie no what do you form no just once? Form no just once. Ba coupe and from so ba coupe na oye no. Sam from so no and the nipa no obekai na de bia odia kai wonum. O nipa se bia wo ben wa hwene ye. Na de wa yi no. Adi kete ku yi no. Kumre kwedu. Obe put you down for just a mistake that you committed. Obe kam wo hu such as a wo kwa de wo so nipa boni ni die ebi ni wiase ebi ni Ghana ha. But me kan se bia mo ate ase se mistake na wa ye no eno enkyere se sabio wa brabo eye mistake never. Ye nipa obi ayam from so obi ya so far as you are a human being, so far as God created you in his own image, emo hume enkwa hume egu mu edo ba asasi so ewi akire otobon samsan ba haso ne ye mametna adasa mawosan boy ye say ye nue mo asase so fo mu nue no wo ye nipa, you are bound to make mistakes. So we your software, so we ye hwan, so we ye dear bay, no matter who you are, no matter your debility, we are bound to make mistakes. And we ye mistake nas will be a caminia and mano emwa bonfia and mano entity wa brabo crasa a mistake am here into no and you're not just any jama my brabo any mistake me pachopi Onipa na yam from so forget about it and move on. Emma obi compliment or be compliment. Hey, as me see your yard yo, as me see your saying yo, and susumenko trim. Susumenko trim. And as will be so cassette yawa. ne obeye bi enye nipa ne fe emanent na wakoma mu. Brush it aside and move forward. Adia bakwa da bia meka ne say so far as a wonim said de wo ye no wonam kwan mo ten no minia don't worry ementete wabra bokora emane hawo kora e wo kwan bia so move forward nyakukudro na pem ko wanim na me nsa ne mapa ebefire mu aba na wo ye obi asebio wankasa abrabo no waye secured abrabo mu no waye secured ujina wonan so wo sipi esita wo mani obi kamu wabam wo mani obi kantete wabrabo wo de wanim ten na wo hwe wonim se niema me ye 1 2 3 ebeboa nipa ebeboa me ama me ho atome entade a me hye ne me pe na me hye ebema me ho me aka me ho na me hye me ntie ni obi kan wo sa nipa no eye hardly say saafo no wo be putu obi down. You hardly says how for no, ebe looking up and as be looking down on people. Obi on obuni ho abomfia self confidence ya bono just one kasa no omune ho onyine hu ni onone ho sa nipa no easily obe putu obi down obe bre obi ase enema pa obi ye no obe ka ye de wo ye de nya yi ominia wontimi nye ho abamu buansam kwa sa nipa ne bi ben wa hwe ne yi eminia so timbuktu dana mani sumanguru. Omo a wo feel say wo ye secured e wa brabo mu no wo CPC ta no wo mani obi kan entity wo brabo en ha wo kwan bia so no they always lift people up. They always lift people up. Omo na sasabio niema tonsuo mama wa boto sabio wo hia encouragement ombe encourage you ombe uplift you omo be boa ama baabi ananka wo da no wo mu atimi apagya watimi apagya humo na wo so atimi aboa afoforo wade ase we na me dia word of war ti afutu ebi na fatu kotodwam atimi aboa o Safena do afidie na to 100.9 FM so amema good afternoon. Emwakwa bason konso e de badwumadie so. Eye me my Ghana ntini asi nkonwa wiai. Ena no obi kan say me papa kan no hene e Japan I will say obema yato patriotic songs amma yetimi dia sakra Ghana for yadwene. Ye hia adwene mo foforo yo. Ghana ye hia adwene mo foforo ye papa because yen way of thinking any yen style ye niema ikwan ye fa so ye niema no si ye nya adwene mo foforo ye o my Ghana yen koso da because obia kromfo that is number 1 ye attribute no Ghana for obia kromfo obia nya sika wo bewia what you say so obia nya sika wo nwia edi enti na se aban obi post so e kan say na he no wode ne koye baby odi koye de na jama mampanyi wo no hada anya fine ho de ho nya de kra o what you say sabio wo bedi aban mu be ya minister deputy minister be ya MP now within some period of time ye hu sakraye bia wo mu se bia wo dressing sesan ye wontimi emubu abusuafie nwi ensi ne foforo wontimi nto asase nsi dan ya Ghana fo na efiri ukrom ho no mpesua no so ho no a omo atwa ho asia no omo no mbeka se wani mie wo ye kurasini papa ehe no nko fesika nfanya saade ehe no nko fesika nfanya saade yenya kro ya na se politician eba ye nan so na wanche ye sika ne ye ka ehe no nko fesika nfanya yen odi chenye wie no oba ban mu a baabi a oyi sika ne firi ye no obekwa akohwehwe no de akohye ho ehe no obefa akohwe yes ho na kro no ewo etu obi e kronfo because obi e pani ho anya it is ye nya dwene mo foforo ya ye hia patriotic songs ye hia enchereche ye hia education na maya dwene no atra factory settings no ya san tie sekwantimpo mu na ya ba badwene se onipa bia wo ho bia dwene wo man ho kane wo man yie yo wo man kankro wo man puntuo dwene ho kane because eno na abrofo no aya ene wo maduru ba bia wo maduru no edisi epesi eto wo mo a yesu enya dwene mo foforo ye ma Ghana ho do eni yenum kane what you say samuza you know sundiata you know what you ewie meton krakese pa enko emfa emma honorable Boachi Ejako former energy minister they say wo guso den eso obepre to fanka ediama NPP amayoko no wo hwe wo bia policies anipa makomako edu yi a ebi de mu ode ebi mu de mu hwam Ebi nso so de akra de wo hwe anhwe wo yi wani nso so enyi. Eti honorable Boachie Jako delegates wabam wanim. Ontoma no ate. Wo hwe no se fata mo de hye ne nsa na obetumi aye adwuma no amontoma no. That's all ni ekoye nim. Honorable Ken Ohene Akompreko e Japan. Asin Central Mrashebedwane eno no. Ojina mo den ena no pɛ mo tenenka e wa UTV. Obeka nsɛm ahodo pi. Akwa etwa amasom wo se betting no or the 30% or the 30% de beto so. Enya 10. Wo ba obe increase na ko 30%. Emu eya emu oden. Anka wo men ya chichiri ni ye de yenhyehyɛ ya bi atoto yi anka komkra bede yenda. Anka kombede yen. Hwensase na abusu yi. Kwadwuma yade a oba ade de hye yensa nti wo hyɛ da ma yansase de ento ba bi pa. Eso ye de ye ho. Ye de ye abrabo. Ameka menya matu. Ameka onyangotu. It was about no taxes na ye de ato betting so no. Obe increase ye de akotet. Me crowd ko be 60% kura ka mepe. Honorable Ken Ohene Akompreko e Japan baby I will be honorable when you team me mama good afternoon. Nana Jenny Boaten nana mo ma hene nana ibo mu ase achia wa wie baby I will be when you abusua ni nyina me mama ha o nana Dr. Christopher Ampedu the Samaritan man Gabriel make us minim say edamu yopo ono de ani fie ni tafem eda ho 24/7 wonim na ko yifiri oda no wo tu afiri fie ho anesa bia fanensa ntoche what you say na Dr. Shadraka Ajete Sowa last one chief baby I will be them say me no fit we vice president at the Golden Star Resource no ewo achempem wasa achempem mine ewo wasa Dr. Shadraka Ajete Sowa dog baby I will be awie me ma woni Auntie Maria ne abusuafo ni nyina good afternoon Prophet Dr. Kofi Odro Papa woni Mama Rita awie me mamu good afternoon baby amu bia me chia mo papa ya jime ya hene wa monye meso amu me damo ase papa na no me ne me team ye ba ho ebe ye ikaka ya momo nka ye enso se de mo da wo do adi e de kire ye agin ya wa atu ofeso no ye ne aso papa ya me onhira opi and Reverend Eugene appear redo ona oye Reverend Minister district minister Oda Fise Presby Church ano papa woni abusuafo ne asafo nyina me mamo aha mamo asumdwe enkamo obi bia wutie me awie yi me ma good afternoon me samu akwaba e de ba me manchi eso aha ye neat 100.9 FM.
That a significant part of the annual borrowing was just to meet debt service and energy payment obligations, given that Ghana's annual external debt service payments and energy payments alone had risen to the range of $3 to $4 billion annually as at 2020. Losing access to the international capital market for new financing immediately triggered a liquidity crisis for government, spilling over into a balance of payments crisis, as the country had to continue to honor its debt service obligations, energy payments, and import bill. In keeping up with these critical external payments, the Bank of Ghana lost $500 million in external reserves in just 2 months, with no new inflows of foreign currency from the usual annual Eurobond issuance to replenish its reserves. Furthermore, to help address government's liquidity crisis, the bank extended additional overdraft to the government to address auction failures and prevent domestic default, and enabled government to meet domestic debt obligations and other critical payments needed to avoid a disorderly halt to economic activity. Throughout the first half of 2022, there was no new foreign financing until July, when the Afri-Exim Bank stepped in to support with $750 million. This is a typical replay of what is referred to in the literature as a first-generation macroeconomic and balance of payments crisis. You would recall that many people doubted if the economy was in crisis because they did not hear that interest rates on bonds were not being paid in early 2022. They did not see queues at the pump for petrol and diesel. There were no shortages of international essential items on the market. And they did not hear that public sector workers, including civil servants, the police and the military, were not being paid their salaries. The reason was that the Bank of Ghana had provided the needed support to keep the economy going. These are the circumstances that led government to approach the IMF for support in July 2022. The IMF immediately sent in a mission to assess the economic situation. The mission concluded that the economy was at tipping point, and it was agreed with the understanding of the IMF that the Bank of Ghana should continue to provide the necessary support to keep the economy running until a reform program had been put in place, which will trigger IMF financing. The portrait painted above of the Ghanaian economy in 2022 was similar to what pertained in many other frontier and emerging market economies. Key among countries with similar experiences were Egypt, Argentina, Turkey, Kenya, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, just to mention a few. What separated these countries and their ability to hold their economies until a package of reforms were introduced was the availability of policy buffers and resilience of key policy institutions. We all know what happened in Sri Lanka. The Bank of Ghana was able to step in with the support to the economy until the IMF program was concluded because of policy buffers built following years of prudent management. This is a reflection of the resilience of the bank for being able to rise up to the occasion to play its statutory role as lender of last resort. Economic history also teaches us that crises are part of the business cycle, and the accumulation of policy buffers is the only way to guarantee space to deal with such crises. And this is clearly the role that the bank played with distinction. Now, let me shift my remarks to the corrective measures that were put into place in 2022 to manage the crisis. In particular, the major policy effort designed to put Ghana's debt on a sustainable path. These corrections, or these corrective actions, included the Domestic Debt Exchange Program, where the stock of Government of Ghana public sector debt was to be halved from 105% of GDP to 55% of GDP by 2028. The holders of government debt had their instruments exchanged for new ones with lower coupon payments and longer tenors. Despite the resulting losses incurred by households, banks, and other financial institutions, the threshold of 55% of GDP was not met. As part of the solution, the Minister of Finance wrote to the bank with a proposed treatment of a 50% haircut on Bank of Ghana's holdings of government's non-marketable debt. Naturally, the bank was concerned and fully aware of the implications of such a treatment on the books of the bank. We held several
ba at about 800.9 FM so me manti and waso egu a wotie no ye bohwi na yakọ ahomaso ye ne CPP General Secretary Nana ya Jantoa bonkomo esanse nura yenyanete se parties a wo munia namusifo wo mrahye bedwafie wo mo friends centrefo nhia mu e kan sem bi the chair electoral commission into any MAAME edi ho nkomo kakra na watimi etimu amaye nana ya area ya mo ha o
meje so me nua na sei
nyame adom na onso
nyame na adom de ache
ye de rade ase enra nsantwefo nhye mu amofre no edi apote na nampese mo de to electoral commission nim
me da wase mame de to electoral commission nim ne say omo ka so mpese omo ye limited registration aya kan consent data but omo decide say omo be yes registration omo 268 district offices na yeso so yan hye de to omo nim ne say ana ya dwene de to omo nim say yitimi entna ho ma omo nya no sa if we say ukofo ntimi free omo various areas obu okwampa woni ba bia na district officer obu okọ ni ba bia na district wo nti wo ka sen kofo nko district office no omo nko entwa nko tro omo dia enya possible sa edi a omo tire for woman di 18 omo di 19 omo di 2021 a woman timi antro especially 2019 obi ana only 18 when timi antro ni the year can say in 2019 when they did that exercise now one mu enya about 1500 centers and a ben ya nipa bebre wo intina na wusi obi amfaka on district office and konko tro dia enya dey very possible. They say you should new CI no. It is CI no so ma kwan ba you use guarantor. If you fund the say obi any passport or ni Ghana card. And it's also fund the two guarantors no. E fa car e call district office so. E ko tro mu di. Enya dey na you say e beboa. But you know mo kan no so be back adwada. Wo mo kan say the normal workers ni bi krampa. Omo ye adwuma district office. They complain. Say almost free baby almost take to the district office now. Problematic. Into no woman workers now are finding it difficult to go to work. How much more 18-year-old, 20, 19, 21, all year juma. Our Sanfa Galanta Akana. It's really possible. They wanted to depend on political parties. Say almost the basing for almost members they are called centers now. It's also about money. Yes, and let's say easy no about monetization of politics. You see a prevention. They say more person more encourage. And more into a cassette, we are only in iron snatching. Near modalities, almost blueprint now, almost the 1,500 centers. So down into let's revisit it. Near Shasa, you meet me a UC. Now it's me on one Ghana for the year Kenya is about democracy. So I practice your work. East meeting and Senate East TA it is a problematic. We met me, I can say, and you're binding. And you're binding because a collaborative effort. I pack over all this time. Obi advice so as I say, what me share the merits of it. Not what me fa. What you say, until a near cow conference and say, maybe Mouse will say, you didn't and the share I pack. Not parliament, it's me a same black. Ebema iPad emwayedu because yes ana woka na say enye binding na matifi esi kode wo say ye kan enye binding oh yeah actors actors in the political arena so enne ye ni iPad isi meeting na ye ni iPad what is the point when the man in the fields of democracy grind Ghana ye multi-party democracy the fact to say members of parliament and no say ye say committee as you could do crown post say no cry affect ye any members of Motraba mine say members ye one vote to crown pa ye key you more than one vote obi obeka say affect ye and fair that's us
na maybe sasenti I previously me this way na first time in here. Hello. Nana. Hello. Hello Nana. Hello.
Hello.
But what menka?
Well, I'm not sick.
Yeah, ya to on kapa our house.
Now so be that.
Na me bisa say previously na me use when na first time mo calling out for such a year limited registration exercise bia me kai say mo call it on electoral commission and no wotu ho na mo anase ojai mu emma political parties no emma omo ebase omo nkrofo anase ebase nipa e de call various centers.
Okay, 2019 I can't master man for 1,500 centers. Okay. And you know, I mean, I don't know what here.
Okay. Now,
I want us to do more.
So, Otie Yabane say na afi wasan I recall it back to Nichelle because 268 there. Ya woofly yikra emwa.
Yes, with 1.5 million people scattered all over. Nigeria northeast. In short, toy and bridges over in Ebubu. In the center, no district office is beyond the bridge. How do people move?
It when no more press release would be AKWAFO electoral commission as say be officially. Mama o manafe na mo de beko.
Oh, by now they are called. Say the doors on the be away juma way.
Oh, okay. It mo hwe ni mo say from now to when?
4 days.
Oh, okay. It ye ba say tintin won fi 2689 no wo de be ya adwuma eno ana mo foforo bi wo ha mo betu.
I ever take the next action.
Which is
oh, see ye MP.
Okay. Now, I mean, Miss Away, CPP, mo what to say? Because what some here me pa. Every soprano, ebeba habia, me bisane CPP, and what some. Say that bang, and a more to a bar. As I say, Grafon, to a bad you are flag bearer, and any Hong Kong, and Banyan.
You will near marketing kitty. Maybe I will, if you have a show, we do baby, and no one will say, and you may be unnecessary also silent,
because Obi Swab Remaguma was a Chimamin Chibi air cost one penny for no Montamintina, Mamunya bread, and your party.
Oh, Anna kind.
Chimamin Chibi any hobby, come.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And humanity, everyone go see that because next year, I finish query 2024. Yes,
no problem.
Okay. Medasi you, Auntie.
You wish me that.
Yo, Nana ya Jantua, General Secretary of the CPP, and I'll tell you, and no, AD and common on needs 100.9, me 90, and was soon a go out, and ye Bank of Ghana home come up because I'm not almost a friends and telephone share more, Emma. Bank of Ghana staff not to so much a round table as a round table discussion. Omo penny kasa we na any omo bomb sem crack. Hey. Ya hwe ne ma e koso e Bank of Ghana report to a ba ye no emu a. Se wanya bi akan na se wonya bi mpo enkan ya wodofo. Ma mentwe adwen ensi ne ma kakra bi so. Itwa bi a mepone ho. Yes, see a boka 60 point something billion. 60 billion actually. 60 and over billion. And ye million B yeah B shasian. Billion. Now Usha Bank of Ghana report no more. Omo kasa omo de call for maintenance. Vehicle maintenance and kwano. As at December 2022. 131.586 million Ghana cedis. When year 2022, over 131 million. And 2021, ode to 2021, no, and no one more boka 61.510 million. Not just say, a bro so a fence, or how much bupen waha. A over 100% increase. Comparing 2022 to 2021, no, and what share. Now, or say personnel no na minimum personnel ko. Personnel no ye dien. Enti ano no say no, o sha 2021 na ye 1.260 billion. 1.260 billion 2021 de no. 2022 eba besi 1.620 billion 2022 e de no. Yes afini ya ebunkamfa so ekona nimpa I feel so foreign and domestic travels. Foreign and domestic travels, and no. I kwent to omutu e Ghana kokwa kwamia e hodo Ghana ha e na afi amanone edie and no as a 2021 year 2021 mo no na a year 28.176 million. Ye ba 2022 mo no na ye 97.437 million. I just say hey emu ahyepa. Almost communication expenses and banking college and monetary institute. And no crowd that just over 300%. Now 2021, the end a 13.252 million. We a really call 32 million and 20 thousand Ghana cedis. 32 million and 20,000 Ghana cedis. That's 2022. And kwa no. And after one has computer related expenses and banking supervision expenses. That's a no. 67.987 million 2022 nkwa 67.987 million Ghana cedis. Say be di kan na che say afi 2022 mu de no o de toto 2021 no a na che say ebroso ohama bupen wo ha over 100% increase. Efa bank no sika wo say no the expenditure eho 2022 nkwa. Enti enra press conference na wom de bae na bi na me sha ase se me bobo no me ba be bobiem me sew tie ne yie anya bi anu yie na wom de bae no obodwo so eto wakoma so eto wasum ye pepepe wari aze enchechremu na wom de bae. Is it too much? Ana say wo de ye ma wo enti 60 billion ye chire no oh aye ka enye ka wari aze.
Part of the annual borrowing was just to meet debt service and energy payment obligations, given that Ghana's annual external debt service payments and energy payments alone had risen to the range of $3 to $4 billion annually as at 2020. Losing access to the international capital market for new financing immediately triggered a liquidity crisis for government, spilling over into a balance of payments crisis, as the country had to continue to honor its debt service obligations, energy payments, and import bill. In keeping up with these critical external payments, the Bank of Ghana lost $500 million in external reserves in just 2 months, with no new inflows of foreign currency from the usual annual Eurobond issuance to replenish its reserves. Furthermore, to help address government's liquidity crisis, the bank extended additional overdraft to the government to address auction failures and prevent domestic default, and enabled government to meet domestic debt obligations and other critical payments needed to avoid a disorderly halt to economic activity. Throughout the first half of 2022, there was no new foreign financing until July, when the Afri-Exim Bank stepped in to support with $750 million. This is a typical replay of what is referred to in the literature as a first-generation macroeconomic and balance of payments crisis. You would recall that many people doubted if the economy was in crisis, because they did not hear that interest rates on bonds were not being paid in early 2022. They did not see queues at the pump for petrol and diesel. There were no shortages of international essential items on the market. And they did not hear that public sector workers, including civil servants, the police and the military, were not being paid their salaries. The reason was that the Bank of Ghana had provided the needed support to keep the economy going. These are the circumstances that led government to approach the IMF for support in July 2022. The IMF immediately sent in a mission to assess the economic situation. The mission concluded that the economy was at tipping point, and it was agreed with the understanding of the IMF that the Bank of Ghana should continue to provide the necessary support to keep the economy running until a reform program had been put in place, which will trigger IMF financing. The portrait painted above of the Ghanaian economy in 2022 was similar to what pertained in many other frontier and emerging market economies. Key among countries with similar experiences were Egypt, Argentina, Turkey, Kenya, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, just to mention a few. What separated these countries and their ability to hold their economies until a package of reforms were introduced was the availability of policy buffers and resilience of key policy institutions. We all know what happened in Sri Lanka. The Bank of Ghana was able to step in with the support to the economy until the IMF program was concluded because of policy buffers built following years of prudent management. This is a reflection of the resilience of the bank for being able to rise up to the occasion to play its statutory role as lender of last resort. Economic history also teaches us that crises are part of the business cycle, and the accumulation of policy buffers is the only way to guarantee space to deal with such crises. And this is clearly the role that the bank played with distinction. Now, let me shift my remarks to the corrective measures that were put into place in 2022 to manage the crisis. In particular, the major policy effort designed to put Ghana's debt on a sustainable path. These corrections, or these corrective actions, included the Domestic Debt Exchange Program, where the stock of Government of Ghana public sector debt was to be halved from 105% of GDP to 55% of GDP by 2028. The holders of government debt had their instruments exchanged for new ones with lower coupon payments and longer tenors. Despite the resulting losses incurred by households, banks, and other financial institutions, the threshold of 55% of GDP was not met. As part of the solution, the Minister of Finance wrote to the bank with a proposed treatment of a 50% haircut on Bank of Ghana's holdings of government's non-marketable debt. Naturally, the bank was concerned and fully aware of the implications of such a treatment on the books of the bank. We held several discussions with the Ministry of Finance, the government advisors on the debt exchange, that is Lazard, and the IMF on this treatment. At the request of the bank, the IMF sent a technical mission of central bank balance sheet experts to assist the Bank of Ghana to assess how the debt treatment would impact the bank's financial position and its ability to carry out its statutory mandate. The conclusion of that technical assistance mission was that the Bank of Ghana should be able to function effectively, that is, remain policy solvent, even after the imposition of such a haircut. The IMF placed a high premium on this particular debt scenario involving that Bank of Ghana, as that was the only scenario that was going to allow the government to meet the debt threshold that would allow Ghana's IMF program to proceed for board approval. The debt included all the legacy debts of Government of Ghana dating back to 1992, including the overdraft of 2022, overdraft to Cocoa Board, the COVID-19 bond, and even Bank of Ghana holdings of Telecom Malaysia bonds and the Tema Oil refinery bonds issued by government. As of 2015, the accumulated claims on government and Cocoa Board were about 13 billion Ghana cedis. The debt, therefore, is not about recent debt alone. Almost all lending from the IMF, including the external credit facility and rapid credit facility during the COVID-19 pandemic, and financial sector resolution bonds, have been presented in the recent discourse as Bank of Ghana lending to government. This is not factual. It is important to state that losses reported were technical losses arising from the haircut and the application of accounting standards, in particular IFRS 9, to estimate expected credit losses over the tenor of the government debt held by Bank of Ghana. It is not money lost by the Bank of Ghana through its operations in 2022. Rather, one should look at this as a reflection of the total cost of the economic and social crisis that the country has faced over the years, and an attempt to resolve a major structural problem of the Ghanaian economy. I must also add that if one takes time to go through the historical financial statements of the Bank of Ghana, you will realize that this is not the first time that the bank has gone into negative equity. During the early years of the structural adjustment, very large exchange rate depreciations led to revaluation losses that drove the bank into negative equity. Indeed, any time the economy faces major challenges, the Bank of Ghana's balance sheet suffers and the equity position moves into negative territories. You will recall that in 2017 and 2018, the bank incurred similar negative equity from the impairment of legacy liquidity support loans granted in 2015 and 2016 to insolvent banks, which the external auditors impaired due to the doubtful prospects of recovering from those insolvent banks. The bank, however, recovered and generated profits throughout the period 2019 to 2021.
We a Bank of Ghana excerpts of the press conference are enra one more afraid, you know. So Dr. Ernest Addison and out is so Casano. Wake can be brave, say a canoa abano. A to take out from 1992. One more be seen there. And no dan chanya. Bobo a cano overdraft bond, cocoa board for overdraft, telecom Malaysia bond. COVID-19 bond ni nyina obobo ni nyina so e kan ho e no se we nye de di kan a Bank of Ghana e ka abasa na enye se bia Bank of Ghana na dwuma potea wo mo ye wo Bank of Ghana dwuma no mu no e na akofɛ kanaba na emom no omen ye kɔ sikasɛm ne adwadie mu ahokyere mu bia e ka Bank of Ghana e ma wo sikasɛm ani dane titiro sika wo mo sai e wo mo dwumadie ho no eni edane enti we no enye de edi kan nie me bia twam eno yesikasem ne adwadie eye bisi basa saa bi na ema sika wo mo esai no ekosoro enti we nye de edi kan enie me wo voices na ewo ho bebre nanso me betiefo nchen na me ne mo ba bedi nkom esa wo hwe anu yi a Bank of Ghana e de ba anya bia ne kwan so ano no baabi wo ho a wo mo chi aye saa ne me nyina ekoso na die na si wo mo kwan senka bra no wo mo ba be Ghana fo asotere ese Ghana fo yi ne a ekono se ni sei anamuntu na Bank of Ghana etuo ama fadi antuma ekwakobo wo mo dia no kra no ansa no mbagi atum no wo mo adi kan ka kire se yenye ABCD yemfa mo ase ne ebeye esikasem ne adwedie no ebetimi atoto ye edi Bank of Ghana yeguso dendende wogidi se wo mutu anamo ayiye wenum bia anka ekai ba ye ka anya bia obi bekasa ho anasa sen enetie obetimi do adwencha by 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon. Na to do radio no wadaroma. Do radio no mame. Hello. Aha, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Eba jo di ni baby afrefi.
Abdurrahman, look at the face.
Abdul. Dum radio no kra mame. Eyanko. Yes.
The problem remains stubborn. Yeah, a complete stubborn. And also sorry. And our business, you can't now be here, Juma, Obama will need other hope. Nti ko bi ye bibi na ke echi tu mama ya mani chia ka mo ye bibi a wo mbebo amane ana wo be ya hwe yie o man we se afa mbra an hye de sene se be ma kwa ya ye hu o man nani so yie me da se
Mr. Medasipi, hello, good afternoon.
Mame BIAMAH.
Yes, rush hour.
Ati sɛ
Nyame adom. Now so eh.
Nakupo adom mema official pa wo sɛ nkrafo ya so chapel no.
Ah, okay. And yeah, I think come to your fear so.
De afɛ no omowo no.
Oh, okay.
Na me hu no maka me fro be di pepe kakra.
Oh, ah, come eba do do the area nkasa wa kire ho. Yenko.
Mpacho you. So, the I am in the Bank of Ghana manager who said last 2 weeks no amu criticize who said wa pasika dia the sidan bi. Ana nyama bebre atia wa Bank of Ghana. Yes, silence means consent. But se see our press conference atia nyama mu ama yes citizens who miso matia se e kanu enye ne ne kanu beda ho. Na danu so na mu si no enye ne na mu satisfy mu si obi betu foundation ana so obi so twa so ni nya sa danu e wo Ghana enti ade na ntia sembra na ni genso ba say ade say efe kwa e Ghana na esi na bi mo so say amu ko demonstration enti e mi da pa say wa press conference wa check na ma mu akwatire mi matiase obi so tiase. Bye bye.
Meda say hello, good afternoon.
Tobi Asante Kotoko.
Nebonsu.
Titi Asante Lelo.
Nebonsu.
Emwa.
Apembaba.
Them printing said yesterday.
That's right.
Asante mo yenim ko. Yenim kame. So sin den kan wo wi.
Enka so nebonsu.
Na ko ba le wo ye.
Risto adomo ne ho ye pa.
Upe o. Ko ba wa no obi ani ho.
Obi ani ni momuhie.
Ka tie fi agwa wi ma wo ze bi so fi bu ani. No ka me ko di MP no.
Oh. Me kura so ka me ya ko free kofi ase.
Hey, Any Kawunchi.
Mate.
Obi o pebia ko kotokono.
Yenye na bro.
Ye ko le ben. Wuri bibi. E ka men ko an ka mesro mampani. Dan ka finance minister onye reshafu. Pero fo se kama fune kama dampan. Na mi hunu ya nkaso obi konfo wanya no aduru. Wa yebi. Because when a combe siani nano, the Mutri and yes, sir. Ghana phone must tell me or manamo. Then you more power in nano. I take it all, we say. Tell you could go yet, go to the young. And now could you campaign could over bread 2024. Listen, or call in America. Now for my penny, or look at not for nice, no, only because of it.
Meda say, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Me pacho dini baby afrefi. Hello.
Hello.
Pacho dini baby afrefi.
Me pacho e from of James, me kase free do wenya.
Yo, pacho it yo.
Me pacho Governor of Bank of Ghana no. Ono washeda ayi or pe ade bi dia akatakata so hweka wa bo wo de wankasa mame hwe tema wa wo kasa say maintenance lorry maintenance fisika do a wo use ada ambulance na omo de adwuma wo hono ana ye kwasesefunu no o kan so a wasan so aka say your friend say can starting from 1992 to 1990 ana adaso da hono mo no ono so say no de abeka mistakes now why you know was so no what no who can so ya de betna se na ikano sa ACPO eni kwan so mo yes ania manema na Ghana hankino obi asori a Ghana sika no wafa no wodi citizens yes ye ho kire yen adan sa no tie dia mo nche sika no ma nyina yenya bi nia na obi bafa bia park aguni dem na ebinim so be wu hospital na ye yare a yenya ro yenya se na no se nche yie mami. Yes, Ramonja Namunkabi, my Namuna Mukasa, Jabia, na pipi ya bremo.
Yes, hello. Oh. Hello, good afternoon.
Ma.
Pacho dini baby afrefi.
FM Sylvester.
Yo, Sly, yanko.
Pacho, me say, me pese,
Ibehu and I said Adakabin, Mama, with my chem damn behu.
And in Yambochna, a bowana, bra, Nibehumi offer. Why?
Nami shrap,
It has it.
I knew for Nenya West and never.
It has it. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ajani money. I don't mean Kasa.
Oh.
Hey, we can watch you. Hello.
Hello.
Ajani mojina here na one no mentio. Uwa chi asa o sha mena bim.
So.
Ai, yego.
Okay, you.
Ajani mo betumi asan frɛ na enye kra enye. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, I'm BIAMAH design.
Nyame adumo.
Today who are free, Dr. Newman, Tema Committee 2, and Casa.
Oh, doctor, Mbacho Yanko.
That is the incoming president, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, you Gamichiano, who got in if it is possible. Hey, Mammy, near Omobeka, Bank of Ghana, they chase in my. Sen I can't think I've been up there on course and going to update you. Think I'm gonna for it and want it. Now, Ghana for so, Kufobi and Fabia. What can't some back on? That's one year with Senate. It's you have a convenience as a son. At the fire, a big shower. Another packet. It is a old one. As a do say, that's over church, which a bit as I don't know, said to be a bunch as area. And it will be an overcall Bencrum. It had a better as a winter as a. No one on 7 years, sure say. The Omuko IMF, for that's Omuko Visa of Pepitana as if for that expenditure as if for him, I can't be. You not can be because we have from day one, Omuko IMF in Nano. I carried the Kakaka Kan down, can be no more boss.
Ojiri se ni na aka ho no finance ministry nso so omo moka. Omo so mfo omo de ma, de na ye ko ha na fa hin ko si hin.
Finance ministry don't want you down what you free you want Bank of Ghana.
Ah.
I'm not what it because one no finance no no any fan we need to free. What now when you can free. It you know yeah also no on ton re.
E die ntimi massa finance ministry auditor general e ba koy report ho. Na mo be so be tro say expenses traveling and whatever domestic travels and hwan expenses. Omo fa IMF akoni abadie bi e ma mehim.
Say do a message about body and say hormone almost a question I was saying Ghana for a buta omo. And only as on yes so my office so we be on. Penisi and Shannon Qua program be an affairs not easy from we as Shannon Qua. It's no one say Eden now that we will form of about we buy next year very soon say oh yeah negligence ABR work ABR mamma ye also my juma of my management mono and a my sorry now by you. Them na juma of mine more a cassette now you can be obesro. Said them here no so me sure man I say me what man say e be hwe dem na ni dimia e dey na ye US former president we dey too e dey na ye too mem na ye of my mu o man ye duma ka ba me we na ka e hu ne ayi na obi no dey obeso ye say Ghana e bi bia mpeni for omo hwe na omo nye ne ma be boy o man no eni
Meda CP hello good afternoon.
Hello good afternoon madam.
Me pa jodi ni be bia frefim.
So Kwame Adombo atin ni frefi adenta.
Yo Adom yanko.
Yo, mammy, you could point out producers. Yo, mammy, you decline. Bank of Ghana governor and the finance ministry there. As I said by now, Montany, Ayadin, it's me a fire. You are free on a conjunction. If you say, Sabi, I be say, one say, you're penny for your top of mom. So, I'm working on mine any panel woman. One day, Sabi. O mine film a bomb who kill or cantino. And so I'm afraid say 10 year my sitting a muyeno, Tana, a comobia, or mine wire being Yamaya Bata. Also, Monsi Senamon to Pierre Namanyama, I say a cobata. Et yes, Romo. Amo who say, O mine, 10 year my sitting a mutia, Omunyano, Omunyani Ideno, and yes, Anna, Tiama Yaya, Watiano, no Munyansi Shepa. After so, yes, I say, easy say, most. Emre bebre no yes say bia na kasa aba ho bebre eya wo mo ndine say eni sebe Ghana fo na wo mo yes say ni fisi amayen enya omo na omo yes say omo ye no one for all enya say wodi say be ba na ye beba be twen ho man so akasa wo ho ansa na wasen ya de pa sebe wo den hihye ne policy ba no nti wo hu se sebe policy we ebebo na se ebe ha akwal youth a wasi so ape no nya 18 na wo se o meto aba na on fa sika oni lawyer fair na o de be kwa koye ami registration na oban ni dia nti yes empany for mami yen kan se MAAME so no wanye nyama boni na mo MPP aban under AKWAFO is very west west say MAAME medase
men so medase pi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Ofa, you do mo radio na ye den. Oh,
madung no why? Insuro.
of ajani money. Ajani mo in fact ka wo ban me a ho ajani mo. Anka kotobi pa ajani mo me gawo no.
Insuro ana.
Embom te say.
Boko.
Yenkwai.
Obo juma nyam nshirawo. Me etore bi ya na Ghana wo se tube bi ya. The politics ya na ya mana din ya mai. Ya pesi ye hu nchire mu ntina papa ya ba na odin nchire mu ayebe abeto. Sha de na kasa no sei ni nti. Ena amara ko basa. Ari ntina ya nti ase na fi sei ya chiti birim ni bi mu sa de mo obi. What you say? Ana so ya de ya ba bi. We yan fi ngi. Nti de ya sami se ya o se o mo yena ntiase be ya adwuma no so o mo yena ntiase ya adom bi se ka no so o bi dan e dan so yo ton yi Ghana property nti de mo mpanti dan no se dan ya de be ya adwuma e di ska be ba am ya di akwako ti subi
Medase Abusia for ha na yede yen course no yede mo ebesiansa ye kwaba ye koba afensem bebre e wo ho a enne ye ba na ya ba bobroso ai Skakrabia aba kwabna Addison and was honorable akoto free all the way. And all the way in all the way. What do I know? Ebi nwo. Be me so omra no bebu akonta planting for food and jobs part 1. Omebu hu akonta. Obu akonta na ne mesisi ani pepepe a me a me rally behind him. Na delegate atwaba e dia man. Azeman Ventures Chronom opposite the market. It's about time for African leaders to stop corruption, selfish interest, nepotism, partisan, and think about the ordinary citizen and implement good policies for the citizens to avoid coup d'etat in Africa. If you cannot avoid coup, regards to 2025 presidential hopeful Alan Kojo Chremateng. Daniel Adu and was a Mami BIAMAH. Good afternoon, Major Sopa. Watching you live inside Doha, Qatar. Please, the EC is saying that the political parties should transport their Debbie is in Casa. We political parties are only reps our parliament and then Romo friends and Trefu share Muno catch electoral commission say. Friends, registration centers, limited voter registration centers are will be 268, is woefully inadequate. A shot. Entiebe to me on Timo enkobe 1,500. Sani beya school for na fe no mawie school mo afe no manya 18 years no. Nya afe na ne maame ene ho hantwo. Ye pese de Ghana eniemasi kofa yi a jese empusu ne maame ana se obi one ne tie kra se oma ne transportation no fa ntu akwan enko district capital enko register wo mo nye. Edisani beya nipa bebre be register no. On creating more centers na enye closer to the people. Aha. Na all kasano na ya janto kasana and all can say bia na e electoral commission na dwene mu say parties ni bi ebe de car ebe sa wo monkrofo e de akọ wan kasa sa na o ka na emom na eye nsusuye adwenkyere e na o kyere mfato ho e na oye the electoral commission en can say political parties no embassy nkrofo anase ensesa nkrofo enko registration centers. Joseph Achano said, I think the government must put more taxes on betting so that our case will back off from this gambling disease in the country. And then the Mukaila Jonas watchro book pan or de amame. I was a hopper inside a carry. And was the BMZ, why are we deceiving ourselves with the propaganda by the NDC? On record, the Bank of Ghana hasn't indebted themselves in any way. In any case, does government finance the Bank of Ghana through the Consolidated Fund? The Bank of Ghana spends from their IGF. In any case, the NDC goes about lauding their government under MAAME's presidency that they were able to use their IGF to build the Bank of Ghana hospital. Yet, the NDC has been worrying our eardrums that MAAME's borrowing included the construction of Bank of Ghana hospital. What a doubled and confused party like the NDC. Now, if the Bank of Ghana was able to supervise the commercial banks to keep commercial banks on their toes for efficient operations without running bankrupt, I personally cherish that, as against MAAME's era where banks got bottlenecked with debts that led to collapse of Ghanaians. Let's not fall for Sami Jemfi and BDC's propaganda, because they have nothing good to offer except propaganda. Yo, yate. Emmanuel K. Yamwa. And was a good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Please tell big men who are criticizing the gaming tax that they should allow their children to stop schooling and make sure their children join the gambling if they really want their children to do the game. If not political expediency, if not for political expediency, then they should stop the hypocrisy. Mentiasio, Emmanuel K. Yamwa. Maintain your work as you. Big men ben criticize here. To be criticized, there is a one pet at the end. Now, so man and ma enya school mayor. Oh, come on, Bamcho. Mama Monsam Imuna house, so that means so me kanya menya vim, Edia kind ye. Home and sapila too, Dome Quabenya. Time as so, dear super delegates, let's go and vote boom, boom, boom for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to break the 8 for us. Anyway, regards to Felix Tenkran TK, incoming assembly member tie for South Electoral Area, Women's Appeal 2. Super delegate, yay! Monko to no boom, boom, boom. Emma Ken or Henny Japan. What you say? Monto no boom, boom, boom. Emma Alan Kojoche Mate, what? Aha, got on the end of budget. Nyanya, on fan home. James Mensah, and was say, Mame, my issue is with these so-called academic, financial, and economic experts who churn out theories on all issues, but when given positions, they perform abysmally. Elsewhere, they are behind inventions and practical solutions. And then you some no. Me say, James Ye, meaning Professor Emeritus be. Me can't real be me more baby. Me say, okopie baby. Na baby okopie na wasi otimi ekasa ye kasa ye policies ni ade eba. Wan ka bi da, wan sori da the whole time or they ekota na ho. Oh, one sorry that ain't no. I'm saying no chew poor pass and forget it in the deal. So when you pan be friend who say me a prof. If me say. Who the man or back cast or who come. But when you give the person the practical aspect and after training about na acquire BBO. So what I say? Ebina so when you lie no. Pepe was your 100.9 and that was so egua. Otin me my Ghana enti ene wie ye hye ha ne ensem bebre ene guapon so ne mo no Bank of Ghana issue no ene di mu akotene pa 7 political parties are almost so any rep in parliament or raising red flags over EC's limited voter registration exercise. Youth organizers of political parties almost so ed womo atumubi say wo electoral commission 268 polling centers ne de registration centers no emwa omodin say obetrim 1,500 so that everybody will have access to the registration center and then go and register. Minority, we almost the krata kwakoma prosifo as on the 5th of September. Prosifo mo kwai. Na wo mo nya ye kire. Wo mo nya offense demonstration. Wo mo wi amosan kwaya picketing at in front of Bank of Ghana at their premises there. Now wo mo mpe governor Dr. Addison wo mo mpe no onko. The deputies mienu e kan ho no wo mo mpe wo mo nko. Board of directors at the Bank of Ghana no woman pe womo so mfi hono mo enko these are their concerns anyame ya domo a the process for mo kwan dia na chese on the 5th of September na edemu yopo oye chetwetwa minority na edi animo Bank of Ghana says same year 60 billion loss. And Dr. Addison said, "We no nya dia ebenya sunsuanso boni bia wo Bank of Ghana edwumade so. And na enkonya sunsuanso boni bia e wo bank no wo mo enema wo mo eye ne so. Iti na Ghana for monte asesa emfama yen. And na afen so no new head office na yesi no. Enye ne ene ye hya ase. Senka ye na aganya no ne ade ehia yanke beye. Aha. Procurement mra efasa new head office no $250 million no ye di procurement mra so pe. Bank of Ghana ye to no mo ye adwuma no ye nya adwuma se ye pe ye fe ne sen ye pe bosia ye pe mfaso. What you say? Bank of Ghana don't exist for profit. Adwuma Bank of Ghana eye no enya mfaso nti ene wo mo ye. So what you say? Aha womo hose ombehwa aboa ya toto ne ma ama yesika sem ne adwade ho toto bibia akọ nanim eti we ne nsem ahodo a enne Solomon Owusu of the NPP waba be come ho ha say me hwe ni mo se Sylvester Sapon Soprano of the CPP on the director of communications and me ne general secretary ehwehwe nkomo bibisa no CPP ho asem anti ya dantoa e de ye ya wada ya na trom odi edwane ko a ubisa na no ayense ubisa na ayense he wa masa mu mabodwe waye enna me say monsom na me kote aduro abetare so mo se ma amantam a mu je mu na ho abodwe CPP yepemu ye nka mo na mo ye third force party anka sa ankofo mienu yi anko mo ngoro Ghana fo atopresa they say ye hwem a mo wai mo ayigiram ato now muntime nto aba enyi sebi o omo a ebe akosi mo anamu in parliament where are they? Munye bibi e kire say you are ready for power. Wo de muni di NDC ni MPP fo ho saa. Say de mpa CPP no ebeye e de amamo. Eti me hwe se empanyumfo nkae no wo beba be kan ye ho na ye de enkomo no agye so. Before then, meba solo so na me basesia.
Needs FM. Utie oha extra ponkno.
The best station in the capital.
For no mienu abapao sima eduasa mienu neat 100.9 FM soni solo emo ha
abiawa mejoso
ibi aboko de
adom na oya onyuma wuboyi ana kamakoma
sese
akamakoma chese onimza memenda ebeyi ana NPP wekwa akoto yaba aso atini pano so abenu ibedua ekwa akujira
super delegates conference na congress
na enyum na wo no de ma no kama kuma ema awose egumi ne se ose edikanfo emommomo de enyum no ka kire NPP for super delegates ekwa akoto aba memenda ne se wose yemfa amo emma won mo edinkan ehye party ase.
That's right.
Wose mo akọ okopa no na say no mo ko sa akopa no omo de omo ni eto enchirima omo anwini sika bia na saa time no anasa dodo de bia na ye de memma nkofo na emo mo hwe se hwan ne betumi aye adwuma na hwan so ne betumi abo ma party agina ne naso eno ne kopa omo ko ya ene aba be to menu mienu se yenso e beto aso nti efrema mo so ka to aso wo se eduru menu mienu so so se ye be ye bia de ato aso say ye ato aso ye dia ye wo NPP nim se na ye gisika ansa ne ato aba ma de obetwa ye adwuma na
enne ye nyara ya sase ni
enne ye nyara we ye nyara ya MPP anu nti no anwum ya wo na wie yi no eye futuo ma onmo ye delegates a eko memenda abatwe mu say under no circumstance ana obekwa ko gya demodie bribe
ye de mane
ya de ma waje wo de men kongoje ba wo de ma waje
bra wa no waje
because of person to wadwen eji fa wadwen
no asa to atia no
tutia no hu se sika 20 pa adwen na wo sa sika wo nyina hye ho ana wa makoma de no bepem sa admire ya e ba beto aba
amma kai asen north
yes o say ohono omo kire MPP say ye de sika bi ba ye beto atia e o say your politics na dru mpempenso a enipa ne behwe nipadua na wosi wo no abrabo a wabo yensa na so ema nipa na ebe dia dance say dwuma ye se de kwa kwhye ne nsa no obetumi aye enye se okokotena ba bi nya sika a ode bremia no na madwene ayira na minim se NPP fo a ekwa koto aba memenda yi ebetie nwum ya obo ye yi na mo de nase ama won bedi nkan no se o ma nwene o mafu hu o ma nwene o mafu hu o ma nwene o na mo di o mani to se si ye na ye yi a nkiri me ba bedi mu de eno ntire na wo ba benye mo aye mu super delegate ye de asudi ato so se kone kopunu nipa ndo so na mekanum enkonko yi nipa ana se numa mo pese mu koyi no mamu ngoyi nkofo a efomfo no empe esan se nipa beto aba on the 4th of November no eburu 200,000 what dia mo so mododo only 958.
Oh, and yes, about 11 granomato.
Oh, you be by 1 o'clock nice and you ready about the Kenkano. Yeah, quite so when I some mock exams. Oh, so what who could make that?
Me by me athlete.
Oh, athlete. Who could hit that?
400 meters.
Oh, the 400 hit. Who could hit that? Oh, for one day. Because the opposite of Yan is all qualified. And to be a no could hit that. What didn't hold in you and I say, where athletics means already be 100 meters. American ni bano a surprise. Jamaicans too no because ni hit you know or quantity said ye na de bi ensi so or the fed from my don't feel say ahodi bi anim edru where it mattered most say me di nkunim a meje gold no ɛhɔ no di nkunim enti we super delegates we friend heat enye ade a wode wa ho odin nyina be kwa kogu so if say the real any on the 4th of November ye be kwa akoto aba na esi ahene tu ahene fo no akasa emema so akire di obi
sa heat yes ma ko fa bay because ade na ba foforo say mobile di kan ye super delegate na ko fa be very confused about it na ebi no ka say na super delegate ko ehun hia aga hu hia mo to amonto no once ya to we awi ni na awie ya ba bi
ehun hia you see ye 2 man pa America 2007 a ye call ye nipa dunso ekoko gina ya ye wie ye no 2008 ye call abatwa ye lusu ye no and the koye nkofo bi say nipa dodo na e contest ye no and ma nkuku ye dey e bai by the na MPP for refi say in 2008 first round no na oru akufo no lead Professor Mills by 100,000
okay
thought ya say che say ye ni o meyi a enkasa bi en lusu election
no me say 40,000
no 100,000
it
is a Accra Sports Stadium Akatamale Sports Stadium ni Kuma Sports Stadium eyi ani edi MPP no but because na for ayadwuma thought ya say enu nti enkyere se nipa dodo a e contest ye no e de ko ba sa enu ho mampa America ene ekotu aye so say e boro 5 a ye nkonko te somra 5 na na say 10 doors dey say 5 so doors thought ba say na me feel say successive leaders a member party e was said the first amendment also me no emphasis
waste of money
there is nothing super about omom kwakoto aba no e dey na super omom na ba ye 1 your tif omom a wo 25 bebre no so na ba ye dey 1 eno ti we die enya ibi aba me feel say wo mo e beto aba memenda no they have time with destiny omo opportunity to make their families proud omo sorry proud omo busua proud and nyankopon so proud hwe no ma mesika ni won because sika bu kwa Jibia beso be do sa ho se oba party ni ma ni o we bring 5,000 dia brew no that's any part of 10 billion good account did you walk out kire wunyina ne say me de menya abroso e me brew 5 sa bo me na me nkopɛ 20 billion go na afisa say masa brew 10,000 na say wo de bia wo to da dem me nyin de say on better o masa de we ato ana MPP as a political party no over the years ya kire say enye sika ne to ya adwen e free say sika samwa enka je kufo wa mamba ye president of this country da in 2000 ye ne Richard mo ekon papa je mo kono owura akofo duru be kwa ne pia ne ka na fi wa kura de begu no ebi ne ho enso wo de saa da klasa ye jitumi in 2016 owura akofo do no ni kapre e ga klasa sika ntumi antoni pa adwene ya jitumi no entinya ne no obi ba be kire se sika eto adwene dabi the NPP delegates will rise up to the occasion and yenim say dia dodo na apel form a yenim se enya dia be pawru alanchemante ho no ene be piem ono no oyi baaku e onwa oyi half e onwa
ono oda sen
oda e 2 se second coming of
number 2
number 2
oh okay
number 2 dodo na atwa nanim
delegates mo so mo ya mo hwe number 1 ho ai number 1 ai number 1 number 1
o twe do first 5 ro kra nyehwe ase oni na ye
Anribe. Akwaba. Ehu wache.
Sure, amenda.
Ya we no.
Come na me.
Come na. And why fresh guys here? Your skin.
Fresh. Come na me.
And this one na wunya fresh.
Oh, look at you, man.
Manribe.
Man, what is it? And you gave some emotional word today.
Yes.
You let me ofie na me tie.
Okay.
Me na me fifie. We na so baba man that emotional word. You said in Ghana everybody want to become a thief.
Everybody is a thief.
Everybody want to become a thief. Me, I'm not a thief. President John Dramani Mahama is not a thief.
Everybody is a thief.
Everybody want to become a thief. Man, listen, there's something I don't do on this side and people don't know. But let me be open with you.
I'm listening.
Yes, there's something I don't do. Mama, me want call three. Oh, you know I don't talk about relationship issue.
Sure.
Yes. Me my wife and my children are kids and UK. Yeah. Me Ejuma Oyano. He earns close to 50,000 a month.
Okay.
Can he be a thief? Can she be a thief?
Yeah.
Why not? No, when you get a good environment, you get a good job, you get a good food to eat. Why would you go and steal? My junior brother. No, my junior brother. He lives in Canada. Okay, he earns 66,000 Ghana cedi a month. He asked me who is the president of the Republic of Ghana. He will not even look at what the president is. Oh, and you can say everybody wants to become a thief. You are right because the people are hungry. People want food to eat. People want water to drink. And every angry man who must lie to survive. Mommy, I'm in my house. Maybe I'm eating with you. Every day, I serve people. I give West food in the area.
Okay.
Sometime in the morning, they don't have my timetable because they're hungry. They're hungry. I don't know. I'm paying John Drama. Mama, can't
Now, is it today?
Yes.
They started being hungry today.
This is the kind of situation.
Hey. Are you sure?
Biama.
Me and you man who see bonnet. Me cano in the premises say Ghana Yama obi position no. The Krum 4, the Impesuasu 4, the Busia 4, the noun for no my child who said to me besides hey. The henny I don't call it. Anyway, why you
because you have become a savior.
Different areas. Oh, that's how you really want only a good was someone.
So I don't know what you say.
And I remember some time ago, about 15 years ago, there was a survey via radio, because I was in a particular radio station. Yeah, yes, you know. It's a say, be president, I'll be a day. Or Jane, or no. The answer. And the man, I am one was Sabio, your mobile position, I be binia or misappropriated funds and I be better. Because me, I'm sure, say, oh, here, meba, oh, here, near which I a titty and woman, and remember one my yen in the yen, and Tinyami and I don't know what drew baby. Oh, easy, Nesabaka, and your best from.
Mammy, the situation I make and say. So a man we are dear. A man for you, you are in deep. Mamma, a man for your paracetamol. Mamma, confirm me, say. And Crawford now, we are vice when we are ministers of state, or 5,000. About 20 billion. And then I had to be a CP before, and a CP before, when I said, sorry, like I said, and Tina, anticipi. Mambia me, and Tina, anticipi. Ukon dema. Over $1 million. So no confirm me. No. So no confirm me. So no confirm me. Say. So no confirm me. Say. They say the Okos are among global delegate with so confirm me. Say. Okop those presidential aspirants were dema. Sika go and to mama 5,000. You see to mama 5,000 new year. No more to about there's a solution. And to man pay your money mama say obey initiative Operation Feed Yourself program again. Operation Feed Yourself. We are bringing it back. And the backyard garden. We say you want to initiate what are doing the never say and say the 1 2 3 your police na and say ya move because me say Canada Japan police na mo wi and Canada Japan police I'm no what? And this is our flag bearer. And people in flag bearer. Until this is flag bearer, no. The person make to be on the 4th of November. Flag bearer. Anytime I say, you're moving Minister of Agri to Minister of Agri and Agribusiness.
Oba bibia boko na so e. Nkomo no na emede.
Na say yes adam na me de bia me ka wo ene wo sister panyi ayi na na ya adwanto abai.
Sure.
And I'm the CPP am near born.
Yes.
Me the born no why am say me ya no
No, I was CPP. Nyamina me kan yo.
Why was CPP?
Nyamina me kan yo. Nyamina be one year kan.
Na CPP mo wo he.
Swati. Swati. Bamu mo banka sa, o de manen ka sa.
CPP before the Omaya Majos umba be kan.
Sana ye wo.
Manu me pɛ double math. What you say we so am kan dis ho. Afa de so am your ma dey so am be kan. Enti which is which?
Busa no. Mama Joe. Me ba hasa make some party.
CPP ni na.
Ne mi nim na make atro.
CPP ni na me bi sa.
Political parties bi a mo kromo an omo so be bo am John Dramani am ya rescue power.
Oba.
Me say
me
Sister Benya na ya dwan to abai.
Yes.
Ya twetwe nkomo efa political general secretary.
Yes.
Or ya twetwe nkomo kakra efa political parties or many reps or parliament.
Sure.
And no mo press conference concerning EC say limited voter registration will be BIAMAH to 268 centers and ye ba register no say there be. Yentre mo kwa at least 1,500 so that e mebunu no omo ni ska omo nya adwuma. Nti afa no nya 18 a ha no so o fa car akọ ne district office no akọ register to ne obetran ba bi edi ni fufuo ne nkonkonte wate ase edi nkoma kama wie enam de wo no say enya bia na CPP fo mo wo he nyansafo mo wo he osiye wo ho enam so okay nti se nhye yegu so ya say o mama no nsi kwa question no hu yegu so ayegba ma yes as man bisa nya nti mi gina odi nam so okay enya hwe menya na man nko se ja mo na mo di mu CPP because by now money third force party amu gina mu nka wenu mienu ko mu nya no e wo Ghana ha no mabekasa enso yetu ye ne aye hunu CPP mo wai
wie oba me chiao
also your director of
communications no me pacho general secretary comrade Nanaya Janto aba dey ase na obusa na special
no dem bisa o ya dem maka
okay oba ti o won say opposition for no omani age comrade general secretary ho according to NDC for no wakasa ye pa New Patriotic Party for so any age no ho pa me see we look me ayana me say me kind of crash Ghanaians so ho for better or for worse but because me feel say enya simple me feel say so nim say party na Ghana for there yes CPP Ghana for there enti say what kind of crash Ghana for na wo problem na on betimi abo on beboa because impanyimfo say we furu ye o ya na wanwe wo sia you be hu mobo so ati ase enran komo na political parties ekodi wo press conference no me a director of communication comrade Nanaya Janto general secretary has not informed the communication department me kind of cranny woman natural because I have nothing to hide and I must tell the owners of the party, the Ghanaian people, the truth. Since yesterday, my sending the messages is she doesn't pick up. Nanaya Janto has not answered my phone call. Or say, time a man interdiction, maybe by radio so be kasai. It is since, for instance, 2023 we know. My friend no man picking my phone call that. And I'm sending a message, a man replied that. And she enra me sending a message.
Have you apologized to her?
Well, I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, okay.
You see, there was an interdiction. I just communicated. I said the American crazy is here. No, this American crazy me. I don't see how I apologize for telling the truth. Me, Nana, me a official committee. I say no. Me to me interdict no. A central committee na yes idea no. And I mean me mama central committee. It was mama instructions sir. No I could do so. So I have to tell the truth to Ghanaians. I will tell the truth if even they will change me. Then still truth na America. So I said the American is a comrade Nanaya Janto general secretary never communicates what is happening at her end to the communication team unless we manage to fish it out. It's a non-commo no. Minim communication team no. Yenim my put message to her. Any comrade you remember national organizer. Answer me. They are to all our platforms so about 7 of them. Nobody has answered me, and I said that if I came to today's show and I was asked this question, I would tell the truth, which is what I'm doing. And yes, I me before I now obey general secretary, no, na me nimu that. So I say, I don't have anything against her, but I heard my party, no. So I say, and we should put aside our personal differences and do the job.
Don't you think say a better right and a better appropriate so Nana Bia interdiction ne buy and say we can't be BIAMAH. Just forget about it.
Oh, my can't.
Mungo meeting.
Oba.
What the time hono na kosia no e.
Me see last time me kwoti 10 no hia no meeting ono o che rice. Na me see nkoma me 1 cup nkofi ekura mpo nkodi. Bega na kwose kofi akwagina hono. Me sun nyina o so ma me. Sure, sister Nana ya. Comrade Nana ya Jantua, General Secretary. And one cry later no crow be MAAME bi. Mama nusi. Later no cry. Not James Mini Abano. James Mini Abano. Later cry no mono. And one later be MAAME bi. Me do ko fie ko no I crash any to Jimmy. But still no na me feel it. But still no na me feel it. Tie no cry na me ka no. Tie me ka no cry no. Me na me what party me na me ka no cry no woman. Until we have this kind of problem in the party. Na ya oba BIAMAH. BIAMAH show. By the way, Nana ya Jantua, General Secretary, Comrade Nana ya Jantua, General Secretary, CPP, our 3 master's degrees. That's what she told me. Also, our master's degrees 1, 2, 3. And or a communication expert. Isn't it a pity? And I said it on the platform yesterday and 2 days ago. Isn't it a pity that we have a communication guru as the General Secretary of the party, and she has nothing to do with the general communication team for the simple reason that she hates me, or she doesn't like me, or she has a grudge against me, whichever it is. Because I didn't know me comes upon the me na me baby, a CPP, and on the General Secretary. And it's one who said no buy no, o say ubusana no esi peg, o de waha no etu esi ha, and yamena me kan yo. Woo, and I want no. So anti-Ghanaians should listen to this. But more importantly, Ghanaians should join the CPP at the polling station. Say, see a reorganization. Na mumra, MSO party na Kwame Nkrumah di jam mumu. And I'm making. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Minie, but me a communication secretary. And what I'm saying is, finally, about me Tia Mama Nusi, Solo Mama Nusi, senior, Wada Roma. About you, okay, I said last year, around this time, the timetable, convention people, the timetable by reorganization. And Comrade Nana Jantua at that time, no, the chairman and leader, I call a court, say, when you're 50% plus 1. And to a chairman, so na the Korea, I feel you're about the same place I caught to see any last year. It's a failure start here. In other words, we've been delayed by 1 year. What we are doing now is reorganizing at the polling stations. You see, Ghanaians and getting in touch. It was short code. Omun getting in touch. Now, omun register. No omun members. No omun contest it at the polling station, so that they can take ownership of the party. No, solo tio party no one. The Convention People's Party exists at the constituency level and upwards. Free constituency, Ebedru National Executive, at the Council of Elders, any old members, etc. There are no more than 4,000 Ghanaians. Engineer election however, says CPP yetimi polling station elections. Now all the polling stations, about 40,000 across the country, 17 people per polling station. Immediately, the party over 880,000 Ghanaians as members. This is what we want to do for the CPP. But me a communication director, me general secretary. It is our general secretary baha now busano question we want to mean you one. Any in sempa. Sana mekano. But me as communication secretary, the director what I know, and it's a central committee whom I speak for or I work to. I'm on MAAME instructions. Central committee say polling station elections and constituency level elections. You September 30th. Then by October 31st, you be regional. So I say, near CNN national. Comrade Nana Jantua and some of the other executives, no crana make no, me no crana make on. Comrade Nana Jantua and some of the executives, they say, or more ever into office in August 2020. And statutorily, no, or more 4-year mandate, 48 months, which expires in July 2024. Yes, sir, almost said, almost making sacrifice. No, almost sacrifice one time. Nanki intimate reorganization in this year. Almost more 48 months. It's Ghana for 48 months. Now expires July 2024. So time no, and a national level elections. You bet me because next one the ever court. to defend their 48 months. Enti, enunti na ye free regional level ye call flag bearer. Na nyame ya aduma July next year no. Ye be national elections. These are the realities of the CPP. However, Manusi no. Solo please, the national chairperson, what do you mean a share? Let me come to that. Let me land and then you ask me these questions. The Americans say problem say what CPP muni no solution no Ghana for her. Oba say sia ubusa me say enka CPP sa time ya na Akufo-Addo won hu de oye mebo na Akufo-Addo won hu ba bia ofei President Mahama afei no so oba be operation feed yourself we so I say na nka CPP e wo hen so in case CPP e wo hen but the point ni say party no e Ghana for dia enti anya say bia me o oba ubusa me say CPP e den it's just me me ba manu si in a sentence oh manu mawiano no ubusa na ya party ni nya na ya dia party ni ya Ghana for dia they should take
more serious note wa ho sa comrade e kasano any comrade na ya no any comrade dia say mama yan kambom because say one say you can say come dino
me
also okosre mo what's it, man? No. What's it, man? Mo and mama.
I was up 1.9 and I was so egua uti no. I am my Ghana and somewhere egua no. Bank of Ghana 60 billion loss. Woman just a nyadi beha woman cry. Political parties in so woman just easy limited voter registration exercise no on trim. Afei minorities so dia kuma process for esa process for mo dia mo kwan na nyame ya adoma September boso me de to so num wo mo enti atua ena abadwafo abeka me ho ha sei Solomon Owusu MPP ni Richard Manrebe NDC ena Sylvester Sapon Soprano CPP wo mo nyina ba beka me ho ha sei ya ye ba bebo enkomo e mama akwa abo Mama Sha Solo. Bank of Ghana. After omo report he buy ye ni enseme wo mu ye twena basa ne sere wo ma yese minority nso ba mu ese wo mo pese Dr. Addison and any two deputies and after board of directors omo resign ama omo gina so kra de letter akwakoma police ese wo mo pese wo mo ye demonstration against Yera Addison and mpanyimfo. Almost so enra ombeye press conference Bank of Ghana edinchemu efa anamontuo bia wo mutu ye eka eda ho ba bi efiri ne mpempenso abedru ne ho kro ne banyina wo de abetu oje ne say party
mama do say mama ni nkan kase wanya good news e free Scotland a branch be a friend no Fred opeku menu dodo na friend no Mitch o se men kan kire o se da obisi land ne important bia no if I know mama, now what all present ye pa. Je obokume no Mitch. Usika aba.
Mitch. Good afternoon.
Ube drew land and that's of front, that's of phone do more. Edia Osemen kana maka. Announcement number 2. There is a petitioner and that was Agrikins Mahene. Obi a petition party is a monk or 2 abanibi. Because of your hene and the constitution of the land.
No, or your party there.
NPP.
Chairman and now
or represented the National Council, Regional Council.
How?
All kind of people.
Now, why you be a Joe Henry?
And Timon, your mistake because any attempt so because will result in Second World War. Where Third World War.
Our party no more
and the petition in Yaba Tuja. One Gonko to Banibi or Hen and Twaba or Hen and Twaba Article 276 or Hen and Twaba.
And I not to ask
as somewhat, yeah, can be. When were they open to me when you part Abiantino? Bank of Ghana, me tea governor, not Mecramesiafium. You see, ultimate country say Oba Yaboka now say air affective. A be affective. There is no way I can't on more. Who your business that's a cabemwa. Say affective, yeah. And until now, a honey. Me feel said they now work on convenient no person tray say Minister of Finance no. And I'm one yoma. The go to any commodity no say I didn't Minister and the throne no catch from say be hard you know say there be yeah to me M1 yenko IMF ye ntumi mmoa na ye ntumi enkra ne man bra kuma mem se ne be ya ekomomba e kanaba wonim se kaye be antikra na policy rate omuto start tutu a kire se businesses a ekoje besia banks no e be expensive interest rate be expensive that's interest rate cost ra enye unemployment be cost because businesses need to me enye de embiem emma ne nyai me fi se ye ko ye nimu no de o se governor no ye ne se one na pamfo no omo be tena nchen na yama enkofo foforo I take over the reins of governance. You see, ye kro man ya ko yese ya na ye fere se enyo bi anko yi a ye be ma yensa so. O se developers culture.
Na mo finance minister kra mo se mo nzesa na Bank of Ghana na.
Na ni anu ntira sense enkofo mfa finance ministry serious. O ti ase. Enye boni se waba bedi dwumadie bi anim na anko yi na so watwe ho. Wotwe ho a wasua bibi. Okwa akọ prepare yi. That be able to asaba occupy different position. But so ujina mo na se nyoma nko yie na se oye chinchina atwa ya eno kofa nsem bebre eba. But you see ye kromu ano political party your friend the National Democratic Congress. Omone ni a problem ayo mu nyina. Omane problem nyina ye sa political party. Na until se Ghana for ebe wo se NDC na ye problem no. Ye ntiase. He 2020 yekoto aba yeto aba no wie na Ghana for no ache parliament ni say 137 Ghana for no yes ade ni because NDC ni MPP de bia yes ye nyina se pese develop Ghana man be krabehe ana am se sa se mu nyina mu ani sa ani so ade hunu se mu be develop Ghana dia e de na ye che parliament ni pese de be ya ma dwem pom mu tiri mu papa na mo se mu no munyina mo nka mo timpam ho na mo nkonko develop Ghana ya to aba no wie ye no ana omampani sanso bo ministers din se yen sanko yenko vetio ya ne mu bi ya de petition ko se finance minister mo pass no ni enuano mo ndisi fo yi ekoje bribe eko pass finance minister enya me na meka ko rekete again ono aye member of parliament for Cape Coast there patwa am so north for south Wakotena TV so omoto aba no wie no say NDC members of parliament ko je bribe and omo pass finance minister omo deputy general secretary Mustafa Bandi wonu kra de oba no o ka so omo je bribe wa mana so ha o wo se nyame nsantua omo nyina aka mako se nyomu nyuma te ho na omo masika no ko je no omo fansa yare for the rest of their lives. Wow. Ana oba penny Anita di Soso yaso oba kasa na asa o de beto aso se nyame nti obi aka enti on problem e wo man ma no mkoji wontu the same members of parliament me as a governor of Bank of Ghana yampam no and I have no apology together with the two deputies and the monetary policy committee also obi akotenafi they have no business whatsoever hwede o makwa akoye oba yanko article 183 of the constitution. Article 183 I catch Safa Bank of Ghana hon. Echre kwanya ye faswa ye governor of Bank of Ghana e free the position. Ye nuano members of parliament or NDC afano. Di omu ye ina die no mso bese yi governor na meboa. Constitution e kire so bese yi governor na. Edi nka governor no status te say obeso yi superior judge e free ho. Mami kan ma se ne be ya emu beda ho ama Ghana for no ati asiye ye na o man kwanko yes obi okay nti article 183 4D no o see the governor of Bank of Ghana he shall not be removed from office except on the same grounds and in the same manner as a justice of the Superior Court of Judicature other than the Chief Justice may be removed. Now article 146 I chose ye judge, superior judge, a free position. The first is the obe petition on one penny or so. No what reasons in tia osi you know. Now on my penny ajia one in the Council of State and as a judicial council better as a sama modia banso ababium enya establishes ade and also oti committee. Na committee no kum kwhwese ampa se osi yin free. Asama make emu dia na NDC members of parliament ayentia. Womo edi constitution ya to ne baabi mo ye mmrahye bedwamfo mo de mmra na mo de ya adwuma ahemfa na constitution actually say you pick it go yi governor of Bank of Ghana na actually scratch my back let me scratch your back because some kofo we na ebo Ghana monti ase no enti fa baabi no ka kire me say CPP fo nka omo ho a me yo ya adwene se we ye buy na CPP fo tumi apam sa ndc fo ya ko nwure mu a enka ye ne CPP fo so pra no abetra na no dem dabi kene ke ye CPP MPP afro anya bi enko ano NPP ye ne CPP fo na tradition okruma eye den na omo nko atumi ka kire ma ndc betumi pam a hwenya mransam wo mo so omo kwa pikete ye wi a omo ayede akọ demonstration enya sa na omaka
omo demonstration na akosi Bank of Ghana premises na former picket
go leadership na koje cash
omo koje cash
omako na wo that inquiry ejiska na governor
who are dance here say
na me na make kwa ku rekete again
omo koje bribe free
wadi nyame
Bank of Ghana ho na akufo ado ho
medi nka ka cho se ni esibi governor of Bank of Ghana mebwa ana ma de omo so omo ye nya governor of Bank of Ghana mso mkoyi no emu de na mra no betua ka governor of Bank of Ghana no eye sere na obesere omo because nkofo bia koji sika ana omo hu se dodo na adwene ni so nti ye yusu ni pass politics wo jeja ho ebe yusu kana no a ye koto abawie ya the party itself enim so omo lose elections no omo anfa Ghana fo nyina nkokot sa aban ye wiem ana no a owura siedu nketia epe the national chairman of the party enyo no ono na betu nanum tuo se na ye ni nyina so bia de kokot enti asem na mo ka kire yi edi asem na mo ka kire yi so de bia no yemfa Ghana fo adwene nya dai eni agro de meka nyina ne se the governor of Bank of Ghana also otiase se oman no tama oba be take over no as governor no na ka 60 billion na ho ena want to me
was in 1992
oh 1992 ye boka no na ndu 60 billion in any case the ama me kura no menye sansem we nyina ni ni se wo utie interview ni ya 2015 sa insolvency na ba ye na ye di sika kuhyem no I agree with him sa sika no go foko chedi o kai say ye di sika ko Capital Bank emu a anso hwe ensem bi wo court ji antumi nkomu ye eye den ye beto bank bi anye free sovereign bank Ghana for ya ye fi asem enye sa sika ni bi anye dan nkwanta kote sovereign bank ade na nipa ye bone a ye nkonko je o man ni sika mfama ye ni ya bo man ni kro no then you call me here in the afternoon now say NPP NDC me defend nonsense ye defend nonsense you as a governor yi wodi bi bra me amame so me dia kofie na me ne me yere ne me mba yakopotwe a say ka me emfa me ho but I will not come and defend nonsense aminya so mfa so
you are a patriot
enu nti no e wo se wo ti ase no de nkonwa ana se na yi nya ato ho ena me ne wo ka say because of their recklessness no loan na obi kwa gi 24% wako for restructuring no wo tua 42% na 24% rekwa wantumi antua ebedi no tua 42% and the mebu as a result of that mayu ewie school ni ade nyina enya aduma nye as early as 5 p.m. wuti anye ya na oba from da yenko ade no so man ni do sa the first time oba bi ye me sa ewo Osu High Street me rehwe that was about again say 5:30
hey
osin
na wo kwan
me kwa koto aduane wo papa yo
na wo ma yire no aduane ma wo
na bi ye ni ai ko ye aduma nyimre sa weekends wa ye aduane no eti me kwa da bi weekday me kwa koto aduane wo papa yo nti me tra kwala ho na me da hia bede me tani abra me say hey na me hwedi na wo hwe oba na wo ye sa no a me yemu hye me na me say eh na me ya na de ma me yemu hye me mo kwa ma wo man kwa enti the question is enti me mama so se ma mo ma we ya nkoso a is that how they are going to grow akwa ko gira kwa wa ye enti me mfa sa nyomo we ni agro obe fa na wo tira nya ye ubenya politicians we ya wo no mo no wo mo nka baw yo mo ya ne so medada young ladies ye be mo adwuma ye be ma na national service yi be se se okwabnane eno nko ne ma be 30 na da ade ame mo be placement. These are irresponsible men in society. So baba you will not entertain some of these things, but yes anima yes say you reduce your whole being into politics and go for be film and to anko na okwa Ghana no yenya be hwe akiri na Bank of Ghana ya yedi bidi besia
Meda say, Manoribe.
Mama, Miraho.
But near her now,
Miraho.
Wabre.
No. Miraho. I mean, yes. No. I mean, he's been a Ghanaian. He's not been a politician. And yeah, what kama adwuma ba metim pa ne say, was so oba kasa na eden na sa. So kan sa mo. No, so oba so US card so bi kan mo akonfon kwa. Ndi ni anti see no say aka obi a Jeunesse Bank of Ghana. Jeunesse Bank of Ghana. Nti so no, what can say? Pio. We am bo pio. Yamishrao. Hwe. Mambiama. Adia Ghana for any person chire mo say, which Ghana for say 66 billion ayira. 660 billion over 600 billion ayira. Ni person chire me person Ghana for who say
60 billion.
Yes.
How can 600 billion
60 billion ayira.
Why confuse kakra?
Ni me say Ghana for who say. You krom ha. And the finance minister Kano Fodata, head of economic management team, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and Addison. Because not Nibra Yalo and to a post. A good banks or Krumha. Tokai. Bank a go Krumha. Mamma May, who nam quens who do 37 traffic light, we will see a baba of a general or to a tajin Kamankote. Ubisana, let Juma or no Juma, maybe one of the banks. Let Jumago. Now, ababa what be a crown at this time, crown what on tomatoes or market. What I know what to tell her 1, tell her 2. More good banks or krumha. I'm for I jobless. Near here, so now, I must say, what was this conference? I live in a friend. No. Bank of bank, Omuku Bank, they levy for the bank, we have good bank. Recovery levy. And I'm with the recovery levy, I've gone to a bank in Woo, and the answer result the banks. No. Soprano tea. One of them, one. Uko gurumpe uko distance share sanko for bre ho yes kentamponov ko nipa hiamboa enko dwene ho sa man for bre ho yes those areas yes aman for peduani ade omunya aman for so ko atumi akoho uko dawa uko gurumpe uko kawumpe those areas anopa tu na nakuja sorry nakuja sorry also okotamba ere aba beton oria na obedu agbogloshi oria na so mu edu na atwa tax o ye kan no ni atwa tax na da Bank of Ghana so uko garadima ana uko fa no those areas kwa akodu yeji ho no obanwu sa brent here no patutu no okota bicycle owie so na adwuma baba na obetwa tax nansan yi enda me ba no na okada ma me da fam me se me ba Peace FM ana Nit FM sorry no say oh boss amumbu am no ma me adwuma o na me se nyabutre what is your background was he has masters o also the truck kada amman for bra to eska kakranka ye di aka ho a ye say ya collapse central bank. What is that? What country are we? What collapse? Why I say Ghana for you? Yes, Ira. After because someone is Canada, there are Muslim 11 million Ghana cedi for fitting shop. Yeah, but someone is Muslim with laptop maintenance about 16 million Ghana cedi. Yeah, but someone area Muslim now the call lubricant no, lubricant for motor. And the president of Ghana and the head of economic management team and the finance minister is sitting there. Mambia me madam phobia o hwe me so pa madam phobia o Togo na onim interest rate Togo is 5%. Are you aware? Interest rate in Nigeria is 6%. Interest rate in Benin is 2%. And Ghana 30%.
Yeah, sure.
I am telling you, go and check the fact. Just go and check. Like Ghana say, every sector of economy. You so o man peni de e de bia eto akasia na mudi no tax what is that tax what is that eto tax Yes. To. And I'm did to on the go play more. I'm did to one of playing more. Yeah, we also can crack and somebody go to Tokura, Amunam Tokuma, Tokoyan or Mode. And there's almost Omoko see cathedral. More to Tokro, see Amunam Tokrum. I did it to Tokromus, I knew that Tokromus and Fasha about Tokrum. And this is the country we are. And you think, sir, Obia, what bought on my yacht me rich hospital. Obia, what bought my what me see Lego hospital. Obia, what my what me see Fufuso Solar Road. Obia, what my what me I stand the economy. I didn't employment about them. I had me for my adum pempensu and come on my equanim. Now, I said, yet, a twan or dear, Tokoma no right. The council with the America. Oba besia to me you ask a question to them. Mambiama, me call Bun Kruwe, Mr. Assembly, somewhere me yapa. As early as 7 o'clock, I may call this assembly. Now, mammy be almost 60 years. About now this assembly or NIA card renewal of NIA card maybe 5 7 cities on call hospital. And we waste our resources. And you think we should sit down and let Addison sit down like that? Look at what is happening in Nigeria. You think the people in Nigeria are happy? We must stand up and fight the credibility of this country. Maybe people are not even proud to be Ghanaians again. The economy in Togo is better than the economy in Ghana. Somebody doing Momo in Togo, his life is better than somebody in Ghana. Somebody in the Lotto kiosk in Togo, his life is better than Ghana's economy. And that is where we are. I would just say, and here I can say, yeah, you can say, yeah, what you bribe, you know, me can Ghana for Nebeka. It's up to the Ghanaians. Yeah, can say, yeah, as end this year, Ghana. Yeah, as end this year, Preganasum. Yeah, as end this year, Ghanaians. Yeah, Frau, Mambiama. Yeah, Frau Solo, and say, see, or cost or someone. Yeah, Frau Bia, someone Yamumra. Na young Bank of Ghana, one. Yeah, what now? Yam and to one echo. Yeah, what now? See, yeah, what now? One who's never tell why and say, say, we'll see an airbano. Eh, we revenue now, Tiano. Utuana, Otiano. Our man for the Dituano. A bar, near guiding. We protect it. Yes. We will protect it. Yes. We are protecting the revenue of every ordinary person. We should be accountable. No. No, what are you laughing at? Yes. Yes.
How are you going to protect people's
taxes? We are going to tell Ghanaians that your tax is valuable. So when you pay your tax, there's a value for your tax.
So how, in that case, and how would you protect it?
We should inform them by picketing.
What about Parliament?
We should inform them by picketing.
Constitution, so
and so anything that you see.
One reason I'm on my end is say you want a bank governor out, you want his 2 deputies out, you want board of directors out.
Everybody must go.
Yes.
Even the president must go.
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Yes. Even the president must go. Dr. Mamia must go. Everybody must go. These are thieves, to be honest with you. Yes. Everybody must go.
Constitution is what spell it out. I am before governor obey me a yin free one. Then I mun use our route no.
Yeah, so you're right. Who can a kind constitution? The reality of the matter is say, you will come here, scandals are see. In some as you come here, you pick it, you trauma president. Wafiana, and a clear agent. Now, president, no, Tamam, the party one can say he has confidence in the way he stole the money. Wanka. He said he has confidence in him, in her. You sit in this country and somebody gives somebody $48 million US. So go pick Roberts, and the Roberts also go. And you sit here and you're happy. Are we happy enough? Go and read Ministry of Sanitation report. Almost about 500 children die per annum. And woo. Now, about 500,000 children died because of malaria. And about time because Obaya Bakupa solo day 4, mid 5. He had the protect you. Soprano day doors from Mrs. or 11. Wow. Obaba CMO Sikase. Fanko keep got there's no malaria issue and cut down in the government of Ghana. No, call President Mahama, and Tofu Akwama Ibrahim Mahama. No, or Dre or do. Oh, man, Penyanka say, no, or be dreaded or don't know, or my water flow, no, with the speedboat, that too, now you're fishing pond or now you're parties. These are the people we have as a country.
Thank you so much.
And you think that we sit down? We are occupying the Bank of Ghana and obi ordin into Obaba you be to so man John Dramani Maba you be using ye.
Thank you so much, man. Rube Richard of the NDC. Mum trainer police for Emma. Go ahead. No, before
it's not the duty
go about it. Soprano Bacho. Yeah, soprano
Bacho.
Yeah, time meeting.
Oba. Yeah, Matia, Oba me dashi. Ena me dashi nkomo na ade sha ase no. Again, no make can check Ghana for say CPP no. And you be there, a Kwame Nkrumah Japadia or the Amayina. Tiamumi and some near ye. Ye any ya. Manuribe Midina home country said President Mahama and Sam Fanubu. And a Solonsu Midina country and Kufuado is the best president ever. So I just say, I will know account. Okay. But Oba, I know an aircon. The name person may with regards to Bank of Ghana issue, no. Na me person can me link sa challenge no to a Niger coup no. So about you, he say mpanyimfo wo mo ese omuye nimdifo etimi aba be fa yen aba bedru baby ayedri. So enti the question is say omo ahoti o say ano New Patriotic Party and Nana Akufo-Addo ama democracy me feel say ni tricky kan e wo Ghana ha at least no ama democracy enya attractive because for the average Ghanaian no it appears to say democracy no at least looking at Nana Akufo-Addo's performance no akwa say democratic governance no is a way to enrich individuals. So now most importantly the nipa ne betena ho na se wo ototo pass wa asema wo mo kan cha ni say opa 4 years so a na what gains in the meantime no 4 years ni so ye no. So not just any just say oba akwa to say just e be pie ni so no just wo di e dem pa si kan da ya minimum but the omo kan che MPP for na Akufo-Addo government e kan che ni say aka 4 years it mun twa na 4 years no to a na be do satam ni ewu e so it me feel say democracy no e fairly and it is failing because of the performance of people like President Akufo-Addo, because of the performance of people like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, especially because of people like the Bank of Ghana governor, no, Mr. Addison, because of people like Mrs. Cecilia Dapa, any Gabi Ochidako. I mean, to tell the truth, in my opinion, so what are we going to do? And one see about bet na honum, so na ya chayama or minor science because there would hear the man ribbon NDC 4 person moye na a act of desperation. So it me feel say there should be a mechanism on the Constitutional Review Commission. No, they should consider a mechanism to recall a poor performing president. I think so was Ghana for you didn't who ye said there should be a recall provision. It is here to abamount. Maybe within 2 years, 2.5 years, no. So who did a demo? We should be able to recall you. Sir, I American recall no. A common constitutional practice, especially in places like America. Your mouth position through the ballot box. That's a wuba. That's what to pass. We can recall you. So it happened in California. And I was watching the guy. A governor of California. So because so what tie Nana Akufo-Addo pa na ohwe a dema on any close family and friends no like Kenefriata emoni adina adien na so these are the proponents of the private sector is the engine of growth. And yes I go for Nana omoka say private sector is the engine of growth oba. And that's your engine. Etimi busa solo say question am ma and say solo if the private sector is the engine of growth then why did Ken Oforiatta leave the private sector to come into the public sector? And you know, me say busa your fee grant. No one so a data bank. Me busa oba mi tete. Or was say your fee grant or emphasis here. Yes. A free zones board and be bizarre. Okay, oba mi tete. Oba mi tete. Our Securities and Exchange Commission. Now a private sector now you see how many engine of growth no. So apart from that, Kelly Gajepo. On to say way. The question is so share and you know honorable Kofi Juma. On to where private sector na engine grow no. And I say about public sector. So Nana come here. Say STC was here on no. Oh into about so say How come say these proponents of the private sector no, or free private sector no? So now if you are about public sector, no more about public sector, just a disaster of the highest order. Solomon Busao, a Bank of Ghana governor no, before you have position, not a fan over. No, that's what Bank of Ghana has. It's a massive disappointment. In fact, na me hu ni TV so na me feeling the power, but say na adwuma no so any. So, a massive disappointment. Bushani akwaji wa IMF no, wa boy a car double, and no person what say normal. Oh, the person throne. Eti me no oba me hear the say na me to say the New Patriotic Party, especially the leadership of the New Patriotic Party no. Nana Akufo-Addo and his family and friends no, they take Ghanaians for granted. And now kwa kan say my 4 years to pa twen. E chacha untimi nya hwe. Eti Ghana for Mr. Mose, Nanado de Yaya no boko kuse kakra. Ne time beso amana akwa na London. So ati ase. But mumia nyuni hu ye say as we go forward no. We should have a recall mechanism for the president of Ghana if he's performing as terribly as Nana Akufo-Addo has been doing. So I didn't know say train 4 years. And son as a president no obuye ko mu a na just wokunya wie ansa na yeyina free so I said 4 years no just no la bi bam no yantimi anyina free na just say no intermediate dey me can with regards to the performance of Bank of Ghana no any the economy any NDC for asem na am can say by the way new National Democratic Congress no me feel said they are being disingenuous abusuan yaka so me disingenuous na just say omo person omo wan yen in a sense say mo parliament. You are part of the government. I am among you who to say the government no mon kan NDC because government no have 3 branches: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Oh, the National Democratic Congress is a big part. It's a big part of the legislature. And you are part of the government. How can you tell me say you can't do anything apart from say a Bank of Ghana anymore? So I mean, really, what is it supposed to do? After all, no more time, no. I'm for Piketty, no. Nya na mutu nkrofo ni ana nya mo. Nya na mutu obi ani no. NDC for no. Ani MPP for na. Eti say mo ye de me feel say Ghana for ato aba ama mo. So ho. Ayi honorable Muntan kamoni ade. So some mo parliament no. Instead say Bianca you would hit the government of Ghana. That's the executive no. With multiple parliamentary slaps. So na mo put in bills yenye say nanka Bank of Ghana penyi come CP for our parliament and ye man nya adwuma mpo Bank of Ghana onya time nko because there be an be friend in parliament am na ba so ko him kura bebusa say tissue paper no dey ko him no onya ne hene so because onya adwuma Republic of Ghana and he's a terrible performer. So I say Mr. Addison is a disaster par excellence. Just ye who be that. Say adia why ye since Kwame Nkrumah ni CPP for chechire Ghana. Ye who be say that. So I say it is amazing. Say me hwe pa sika kro mo so mo dey maintenance oba etimi chichiri kro. Yeah. Sika mo dey maintenance no. E betimi chichiri new ayi te say tama. Last na me check sika CPP government e dey chichiri tama. Enru sika na Bank of Ghana for e dey call fitemu no. So, Mr. Addison should hang his head in shame. In fact, he's a massive disappointment. Now, Abusiamu say Constitutional Review Committee, maybe it's time that we included in it, a recall of the president if his performance is akin to what we are seeing with President Akufo.
May that say Abusia for soprano and Oten and Kan. My mention text message Kakranko for their bar on WhatsApp. I say, good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Please, I would like to draw the attention of the roads minister on the contractor constructing the Kade through Takrasi to Achim Wenchi Road. As this contractor for the past 5 years now have not completed this road. What is sad is that the women's organizer is from Takrasi and other roads that needs attention is the Odan to Osanase, then Akwetia to Kusi. Mr. Takeoff is tell Manribe that someone who is staying in a kiosk in Togo is not better than me because I live in my house. So he should stop how he stooped low on Ghanaians. Okay. And Mr. Takeoff is and Ode Ebrewo Manribe. Adolf Hitler, Medina, And also, Manuribe, stop throwing dust in the eyes of the people. Despite things are not going well, as we wished in another's government, but NDC can never be compared to NPP. Greetings to the incoming President Alan Kojo Chiramatin and the incoming MP for Enkwanta South constituency, Sharifa Secretary Johnny. Noah the Ark Builder. Noah the Ark Builder inside Kokomlemle. And as many are called, but few are chosen. That is why Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon will be chosen among the few coming Saturday and the last become president of the Republic of Ghana to resurrect the freedom and justice to sanitize the corruption in this country. Greetings to my blood brother Richard Manuribe. And also the Aban. Hi BMC 1. Those MPs following Dr. Baumia will lose their primaries. and even those who will sail through the primaries but won't join Honorable Kennedy Japan campaign will lose the general election because voters are going to vote skirt and blouse in favor of Kennedy Japan. Ghanaians have made up their minds already to vote for Ken come December 2024. Inshallah. Michael Ashalaja and Odifri Ebaye. Good afternoon, Mami. NPP has nothing better to offer Ghanaians except consumption. Is it consumption or corruption that you are referring to? This Bank of Ghana project is not bringing anything beneficial to the country. The visionary leader, NDCJM, will rather use this money for phase 2 of Ghana Gas Company to increase gas production, and the revenue generated could later build Bank of Ghana project, and still Ghana Gas will operate and more revenue will be generated for our infrastructure. That's what we call vision, not NPP talkatives consumption policies. Alai Baba Madina and also Edifri Ebaye. Agunaba MP Kaswa Adam Nana. No, Mami Soja, good afternoon, Major. Solo has been the best communicator who is selling NPP and make sure NPP get the best candidate to lead the party. In fact, Chief Alan Kojo Chiramatin has the record and experience to lead and being victory to NPP coming 2024 general election. Too sure to direct and unknown. Senior Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the best choice for Ghana now, so I'm pleading with the superdelegates to vote massively for him to maintain our presidential power. Abele Nungwa and Odiwe Ifi Ebaye. Comments of Pillar 2, Domekwa Benya. Time as I think I've read this one already. Good afternoon, Mami Soja. The presentation by Governor Addison, did he convince himself? Was the Bank of Ghana financial statement not a report for 2022? Didn't government do the DDEP in 2023? Can he explain why a 2022 financial report be affected by domestic debt exchange program that happened this year, 2023? Was his loss at Bank of Ghana not include exchange rate depreciation? Why is he focusing on DDEP as the reason for the loss? Has Bank of Ghana not been providing financial statement every year? Why is he saying loans acquired 20 years ago are part of his loss? Please, he should just resign because his explanations does not match. Felix Mante, PPP. Ona na waka BIAMAH atomasumo hase. When we say a financial guru, financial, yes. Because some people want more, in fact, Enoch, anyway, for Samanka say, Ghana, our biggest problem now is the MPP. We can never allow these people to destroy this country anymore. 2024 is a communal labor. Let us all come together and rescue this country from these nation wreckers. My greetings to Owen Kwame Frempo, aka Darling Boy, parliamentary candidate hopeful for Lower West Achem constituency. Enoch, as Amanka say, Enoch the way by. Munkaila, I think that I've read your own. Piti brim. Yamzi, my prediction for the MPP flag bearer election. Alan Kojo Chiramatin, number 1. Kennedy Ohene Japan, number 2. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, number 3. Dr. Uswafri Akoto, number 4. Honorable Boache Jako, number 5. Sharifa Secretary Tijani, incoming MP for Nkwanta South constituency. Ono, Ena Odiwe, Eba, yeah. Na ada wo kwa prebiana.
Yes.
What prebida?
What prebida?
This year are you
No, I'm not going. Yeah, this I'm not going. Yes. Oh no, because my candidates, no. it's a done deal for him. There's no way.
Who is your candidate?
Honorable Geoffrey Kenny, the sitting MP, the sitting MP. And there's no way. No, Sherifa, no, to be honest, Sherifa did well the last elections. I know her well, she's my friend. Okay. I mean, because she was able to move from 8,000 to 22,000.
Wow.
Yeah. But we were around 47,000. So no, she's a deputy CEO for listen. Why are you ever know here?
Good afternoon, madam. If Nanado and BIAMAH government closed down Men's Gold Company for over 6 years, SEC and Bank of Ghana don't have enough evidence to prosecute the chief executive officer of Men's Gold Company. Meanwhile, NPP government have sold properties and seized bank accounts of the chief executive officer of Men's Gold. What is preventing wicked and diabolical NPP government from not paying innocent customers? Nanado, BIAMAH, and Oforiata don't think of Ghanaians. Nana Fen, Kaswa, and the way if we buy. Now, Richard, Edway Free Amasama, and was say, my dear lady, good afternoon, Major Sopa. And was say, when the wicked rule, the people mourn. But Burkina Faso inflation is 14.0, Mali 2.2%, Niger 1.6%, Ghana 43.1%. Ghanaians, if you vote for the NPP to go away with their sins, God will not be happy with you. Building the Ghana we want with Mahama will bring hope and the deliverance of the suffering Ghanaian. The next Amasaman MP, Honorable Sedem Afenyo, thank you. You are a good man. Richard Edwayfree Amasaman and Ode Ebai Mamefa Wimransa. I'm Kwabna Freedom, Billy Who, Anyako. And I say, lady, good afternoon, Major. So some of the NPP supporters are still saying we are not suffering. But they should know that when we go to markets, we don't get MPP or NDC market. They are all fooling me. They are not fooling me. They are fooling themselves. Mo say o mine mo enye den no. Ishraba Anelka Ashama constituency. Eke Dr. Baumia Beba. And was say Kasatenten and Toponko. This coming Saturday will be Dr. Baumia's day because the signal is still strong. Greetings to Valentino Ni Noin Note of Clote Cole constituency. Ishraba Anelka no agro any form senior ye ena yebehunu chale. I'm when if it as America's Mami, good afternoon. Seriously, NDC leaders are making noise in Ghana too much. NDC was in power before. What did your party do? Regards to Honorable Kennedy or Hene Ejapo, our next president, and Kwesi Kwenim Bosompem controller Achim Swedro. Afei Masa, let's vote for Akoto simply at this other college. Nungwa and no different by Yentuma Kotoa, Umebua Contanza. Mami BIAMAH, good afternoon. But it will be better if we stop wasting time and strength on those talkative politicians. Yamzi, on the Bank of Ghana building, tell those against it as lack of vision commentators. Nana Boaje, Trimudahene, PDM, Utrimuya Dampa, Nana Boaje, question no one. Question no one, Blekuma. And also, 26th of this month is the special delegates conference. So I call on to the delegates that will be voting to choose and make Mr. Kwabna Ejapong for him to bring a new dawn to the party. It is also so Nedia or de Abanum. Amefa Argentina ACR Nafe Young Cosway. Right now, no, may person may can't be a new boom. Minority crowd notice Akoma police and then the political parties without reps in parliament are more calling on EC to expand the limited voter registration centers so that these younger ones can, the centers can come closer to them so that they can go and write their names for 2024 elections. The cartooning album, Mame. A quick one.
So, where are
you? Quickie. You see there.
So let him say, oh, rat to crew one oil fast. So political parties and parliament petitioner minority petition. You talk about it already, but then I can assure you, say, as a political party, minority in parliament, minority group in parliament, because there's no minority, there's not majority. There's a majority group and minority group. Because Nipa Bakuna group, they don't have any majority in parliament. But the fact of the matter is, and we hear pass a demonstration in the saying, the fact of the matter is, and we hear pass a Ghana for Yan Cambo, Abu Fombra, or be Ghana Nibra. And they say, when you say, Ghana Police Service, as it stands now, doesn't give permission for demonstration. You write to them to come and give protection. And they are demonstration in there. So Mubo, yeah, Beko. And they say, when he say, Ghana for Yanamba boom, Madina Fombra, Bunkuru Fombra, Bonache Fombra, or Big Bia Baby Awono, Munyamumbra, Nanko, Bank of Ghana, Nanko Tradition. Actually, Addison say, Scan or the coffee shop. Ni odi call okoto okoye repair computer cycle no yenjina ya fiscal en hia na $250 million now also because headquarters no it should be accountable to us no mun chayen sa omunya sa procurement assassinal omuye no how do you procure the land no mun chayen architect dia or demand ya say dimbi boba no mun chayen the way procurement process na by end of am don money ma car say me amount ya say unim. When you say by 2025, you the Office of Value for Money. Office of Value for Money. So any contract that is more than $5 million, no. I say now only procurement of service no. Because you have a procurement authority. We ask what is answer no. I'm check account put go. You come here and a chronobo you na eba so come here. Oko Boston, oko everywhere. That's Kayira. So you drink Ghana for whom? You per se you value for money. Now you are very accountable to Ghana for. Now I say yes, accountability to Crown. Now I create for shift economy job. 24 hours, not boys here, Juma. What was the criminal for? 24 hours, not boys here, Juma. 20 or be quite about 3-4 hours, not one part, no about the Dakar, and we are not so called. And you see, that's the vision because you be that. Won't say be that. Okay, MPS, won't say you're running 3 shift economy or. Oko Terminatria, you're running another 3-shift economy. Oko to Abu Gasa, you're running another 4-shift economy. Oko Lagos Hospital, you're running about 24-hour economy. Oko Rich Hospital, you're running 24-hour economy. So we did anything. We are doing productive economy. Boys, Cromwell day. Now creating constructive economy. Now we look at it. Now we never say here. Share another angle. You share another angle. You're building another 6 new universities. And these 6 new universities is going to be based on technical and vocational universities. Now, your national apprenticeship programs. The national apprenticeship program I don't know. Girls now, because statistics say over 1.6 million youth are formal and informal education. From Ghana Statistical Service. Yeah, from Ghana Statistical Service.
On what topic?
No, on unemployment. No, they did research on unemployment. And they say about 1.6 million Ghanaians are no other educational job. You understand? So they don't even have it. So we are doing national apprenticeship program. In the national apprenticeship program, the partner say, yeah, we are going to train you on what you want. Ube hairdresser now, and now be a carpenter, ube tailor now. We'll train you every month. We'll give incentive.
Then where's your free SHS?
Absolutely, it's just about like technical. So we are trying to the TVET system of education. So free TVET, something like that. Now, but now you now you set you up. Until you set you up, you are also betting for 4 or 3 or 4. So we are looking at how everybody can be engaged. So when everybody is engaged, our robbery will be down. We'll not be thinking about bet. So this betting, we'll not be thinking about betting. So these are the visions of Mampeli John Dramani Mahama. So I mean, I have hope, I have confidence. The next NDC, the new NDC, is going to make sure we have a resilient economy. But it's in your on that 7 days, why don't say? Why electoral commission and MPP headquarters are next. But I want to urge every Ghanaian, I want to urge every youth say, me, I'm going back to my constituency. And I say, go and encourage them, inform them. Register. They will kick out this devilish government. Not Ghana, not me, because vision of Mampeli John Dramani, intention of Mampeli John Dramani. If you make a mistake, and you are not part of the success story, maybe you will not be happy. So there's hope for this country. There's vision for this part. And it's essentially John Dramani Mahama has planned very soon. We bring our policies and this out to the Ghanaians. Your manifesto, we are looking at it. We are even looking at an educational sector. They are building the domestic education now. We teach the youth how to have a domestic education. Now, so the plans are there. And I mean, so Ghanaians should not be worried. They should have confidence. Now, and Chebia say, yeah, Mampeli John Dramani will line up the policies. You'll be very happy to be a Ghanaian. And they'll be hope.
That's Manaribe. Soprano.
Well, yeah.
Sadia Manorobe, I try to tell
you.
5 minutes.
Mate. Now, yeah, sure. 9% can make Ghana for say. So we share the Bank of Ghana for governor no nisika a car or bo Ghana no. So now here a Akufo-Addo administration a car or more bo Ghana no can for yata we free private sector about public sector ebe boy economy there. Ana momien kai hajia for real why? Any say yachin will be mine so ye Ghana ni yenu ba. So na momien you know fan kwampai boom. Na ye appeal to President Akufo-Addo say Hajia for real or say President Akufo-Addo kojine ba Ghana han ye ne wa asem bi kan ye ne nkan ofia. We na obati some minority petition we na omo ka ho asem we. So just me feel say it is better than nothing. Although it's just a drop in the bucket, no. It's better than nothing. Meba sa demonstration ni bi. Me Soprano meba na me kan kire me namfofo and even CPP members on benya ho no so omomra because we must show to the country say in fact the economy is completely unacceptable. Me say almost say apart from Sikana Irano. No almost one consider $250 million. Just say Akufo-Addo government the Sikana no mubo bodino. Ana just say a terrible. Ana irawo.
What's your name?
Na me yam 250 million US. About him there 250 million etimi ye. Etimi to match another Republic of Ghana. $250 million. So almost see earthquake ebesi oho. And to him said, none other me call
earthquake prone area.
Even
Greater Accra, earthquake prone area.
Just I mean, Tio Masi.
Bank of Ghana will be free.
What you say?
Eastern region.
Senso can tampok rampa. So, and so, just say, almost person much less. And none other me more Bank of Ghana for anymore. You who say workers need be cross free car park, Honumako. Bank of Ghana na see earthquake ebe bonu na me huru am say ho because I have to because I've lost
now you was on me bank
na no mo bra ho no mo ma share coat e bra ho na so at least any pan no bra na 10 mu 8 years ma ho na Bank of Ghana and say commercial bank a wo ko use ka but say wo ko bra ho no na ye ho adwuma with due respect I've lost a lot of respect for the people working there because they seem to be a part of this problem and as one can that's one ma press little tip of and now they are doing a disservice to Ghana. It says here, governor, no crowd for person, which they say, and crime for no more area, honey, they just say, a dime more. No more Bank of Ghana for no any party will be until or more now. But about President Akufo-Addo administration, $250 million for earthquake bank of Ghana. Omako to Amna, I was our area, also more cathedral, 500 million. I feel so no. About him said Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. So we try more on Macha. Almost almost the $41 million and a sea side now or Messi or Hono. So we check Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. The Omayan is so Messi new building be Abronsign ground floor, first floor. Anna Omaya car park new one was a 1, 2, 3 on my fence. Almost say a $41 million so $41 million. But do you know what $41 million can do? I'm person much na say Sebi in Prediasa. So I don't see Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park no medicine no almost say $41 million no. And they say he's logo and can't mean to die or what you say? Ghana for moon taking note. Na say same way no you be Canada be. So almost some of the World Bank money $41 million. Now yeah be demonstration I call World Bank director and honum. Because say what no person what say I know so what some say to you sure say $41 million. So and no what I say I feel no say we check $250 million. I feel Kwame Nkrumah Park almost some dey see Kwame Nkrumah World Bank na me wo hanu na omo gina ho ya inauguration no Dabi nya Ghana cedis G me say $41 million and you $3.5 million. Oh, I have $41 million. Yeah, Minister no say, "Omo ye new man, maybe was 41." But Udi man from here, Udi uba no can ye. So I would say, apart from that, Ghana for Monsan Ho, $41 million for Kwame Nkrumah Park or Messi Abrunsan ba ko pe wo honum. And on my fence. I feel and on my painting, and I almost see Cecilia Dapa. I peacock ne kura na honum nyina am say me kwa na mo man hu bio so ma wi no said yen So Sicilia da pounds so what the 40 saying and 48 million and free or do revenue. So enti say wo hwe de ekos wo man no mu na now timu say yem panyimfo no mumia hwe asem ani yanka. So mumia hwe asem ani yanka because say hajia for real. Mona for real. I say America for actually said $2 million and okra no omunya sure. Na yem panyimfo person omu kire say omayira 60 billion cedis which is $6 billion. Na Bank of Ghana director that's in number. So na Kennedy akwaji 3 billion. Na Ken Oforiata that's in number. Private sector is the engine of growth for Kelly Gajepo and number. Can Papani Yofi grant into one number. So Nana Komia Mutuamu that's in number. Honorable Kofi Mamunina number. I mean seriously, are we running this country seriously? It's Ghana for Miss Remuada. I am Mumian Sheniye. Namo ye to abana Mumian very careful. And remember, most importantly, said the alternative is not John Mahama for crying out loud. So, and this is for no. Omasi womano. And I'm telling the truth. But I'm telling the truth. It's your famous President Mahama.
We have a policy for you.
For who me?
Yes, agriculture because we are into agric.
For who? Tell me, youth in agriculture. No, and this is for me, youth in agriculture. Obama Nuti.
What take you 7 minutes?
Yeah, we are almost the judge Manuti. And the assistant Munaso. Omachi Manuel
Munaso. No cry, woman is a sad demonstration in Yano and this 4% of was there former President John Mahama on the 13th of May, 2023. Since then, no papa na kokadem.
Wakadem sasa.
Won't to me party no. Party no. Ego. Such as here. Please. One casta riches manu manuribino. Say was say after NDC did a policy ba. Ora mama academ. Yeah, born na wumpi.
O kan so academ ma me no nya adwe so lo academ sasa.
Obi a ye use koye campaign wo dem.
O se dem sasa. Me nim se o.
I'm time you account. What chile any ye kas wo academ. O ti ase. Enu ti no
pass bia ka mo penka na ma bia nka de.
Enti akoba asa no. The rank and file of the NDC. O my worried. To mo pe avenue bi o betumi a Kenyan party. And no business almost say call demonstration. And your demonstration be on. Almost per crime be a rallying point. On person, on people be on Bejinaswa. Party in Becky Canon because NDC no and to make a canon. Name to make a canon because leader now Mukoyi na ye or John Mahama. No.
I said you want to make come where advantage, Mamma.
Oh, that's any
what is your problem?
No many judging. Get jam salan to every year frisa and Guasumi. Now me da, tell him there. Mukoyi or John Mahama. Ana me kwa so ko da nyamiase because the battle of the Johns no John Mahama ne John ala ko chemante no aye fefefe na ye wie enti no obi obeso join sa demonstration bia no obetumi e de no akodom na makoye kefe me de me nko na de no mkaka maka cho se ni yi governor of Bank of Ghana he de nye mogo no mgwagoye o enye vutro no mutu agu ni bani o omu ni bibia party ni nko yie party ayekoyi national chairman esedu nketia what one lobby for vice president running mate and your committees and answer camps from various from the former chief of staff to MAAME Professor Jenana Obogwajima obia a company to be running mate me won't be that kebele makwako how mentina mene soprano ya adwene say the NDC no e so scary say okwakọ dwene ho kra say okwakọ fa John Mahama ide aba na me wie masem no message subio agrikes ma hene eye na nkasa boadu petition bi kuma say agrikes ma hene petition bi a nana rekwampem ewua nana mpem ewua e de akoto party the election committee they must take it very serious say ohene enye politics ohene wonya politics no na say abato akra de ni say eba utirim kra enu nti no nyame ya aduma memenda edi na ebepio no hwe na wa anye ho achi ohene di wo hene e wa grek nzema na wonu mu a ahenie enka wo mo ho no enkoto aba no na oye ne saa ye no ye ni problem na NPP delegates no mon hwa mo ho so yie mon buy for nkwa na mon koto abapa mon go yoro ala nchemanten emfa ma party no na Ghana for say won no mo twen no esan say owura John Mahama yebusa no bibi susu say you are you corrupt no up to date ontumi answer that question no but owura ala nchemanten the same BBC yebusa no say owura Kwadwo are you corrupt or say I'm never corrupt the difference is clear.
It's Alan or that number saying.
And number 2.
Too sure, too
direct. I don't see the second coming of Joy Jakungu.
Oh, okay. Delegates, yeah, number 1.
Oh, we have. Oh, number 1. So I remember the Nipa 5 never winning.
Aye.
5. Oh, Kennedy or Becca and one and Yadia.
That's what Becca and who.
I don't.
Alan
never Kennedy or your way. My catcher said, let's not Yakwako on the 4th of November. Young go eat your bear flag bearer. Flag bearer and John Alan Chamati.
Moko idia or Baba Pre.
Yeah, pre second position. So Roland Chamati free swap. You obeyed and I won't pre and you. Ah, now one the very quack for Roland Chamati.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Asidaka Siakoma, Richard Manuribe of the NDC, Sylvester Sapo Soprano, Director of Communications of the CPP, and Solomon Ousu of the NPP. Penyumfuya da Roman and name no munye sin konya atwetwe nkomo. Me bra so se me ba so na so be de wadwenkyere eba 0302243540 0302257902. Hello. Good afternoon. Bacho dini baby afrefi.
Mami BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Yes.
Orobo kwasi buache kantamanto.
Orobo yanko.
Wadama mechem papa buache ajako former energy minister. Let's MPP mfanifuwa 5 really omungo yini mfirimu. Papa di bonimudie papa buache ajako. Onwane yako delegate. Muntuma buache ajako. Papa di bonimudie no mwakutia. Mami BIAMAH AKWAFO yi. My friend, this is what I Saturday was a Sunday, almost a more demonstration. That be a dear betting be almost twice on call. We are from 3 of them got sent from up move. And go see a gap. Mamma, be the president of how never breast I have for me. Most are policy president, Mamma, this all your sobophobia. Can't get a photo for me in India. I could find on your require Marco school free. Policy ban Mamma Diaba. Policy ban and Mamma Diaba. Policy of buy, I was a part of the money and grammar and get it, and pro man get it, and Nigerian man get it, and grammar get it, policy. Mammy, only I mean, you are bye.
Sippy. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Bachodini baby afrefi.
Oh, Mammy, I'm passing a friend of mine, because if you are doko.
Okay, uncle.
Mammy, so jam, my wife was over Passempa.
It done say, Miss Penasem.
And one day I was able to pursue him. Pursue him keke into associate to who to talk of
Uncle Facebook, obey whom or Hawaii.
Only you, only phone if it
doesn't to phone be man, to phone man, I don't know. To phone
Miniska. I'm your mad as an edge my way. And this is for the job. On there, one woman has to be account. It is assembly, but how pay no mushroom. Hey, Bank of Ghana and them. Sister, I never shall you. And yet, I did that other data. And the mamma, one young demonstration and Cocan and Copon. That year, the end of 2024 is allowed Alan Cash or Basaka Kaino. Uninamina Juma.
Let us say hello, good afternoon. Oh, and your Penny Evans. Yeah, Joe, number John, what to say?
Yamia da Roma, the American say Yamin Shira.
Amen. Amen.
The Bia Mira Canada, Japan will be a Yamin Kano.
Amen.
A comedy AHO in fear 9 and some more Beshe. Ye Pobia or ye unim grassroots. You be Uminia not near free. Any about BIAMAH member myself. And I end this in our today. This anomaly said, Tama Yura Wampa or what Bank of Ghana, the assembly CEO. In the almost a day. Ye Wahana Musi says, Kadema a Gambila so Okosi, Hope City. Ekosi saying, Ye Waha, Tama President Mama Ye Nadrin said. Vice President Ifi Obefa. A Diana Musi Mukosi. Estimate near $13 million. Ekosi saying, Yet the Kromha, Moko far bus, or can no Kakro no wasem. Moko tall bus the photo Bobo. At the 3 point something billion. Opebre na na mu due ndua wo hin. Na me ba me nua soprano so. O se den. Wo mumba power mpo mu chimanso. Na no chirabosum ka sembiafe meti wona makoma. O si ono ni the second largest opposition then. Mini ababia ma em so program is so Kwame Nkrumah party moti ho na ko na moko uba wa ka sem sia now they are go sia we communicator they are go straight forward stand e be ya ebinu na wo support CPP sene CPP aye Nkrumah da na da kam osu enetira bosum kura ye to aba onya abachen mu ubetina ho a wasem a wo kan na insisi so mini ababia ma MPP pen na ama we nu mi na aba Womo de wie sika ena womo ne nam ho mohwe ne womo yam asamba akukọ kọtọ ntie nwotwe ndi reda obi ko 2 bante ndu 20 Ghana kura mo de eli no mini aba oni yam nyaju
Meda Sierra Den Council. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am, BIAMAH. As I said,
Boko, udini be bia frefi.
I am a 1D 1F ni.
Yanko 1D 1F.
Me jina wa research ya Dr. Baumia. No mo say ya come do one for you come do no. Now be onipa na ye 10 minister as I say we one this one for say famu egumu na munya ska no wan tuma mama djuma ye e fi answer mama djuma ye Dr. Baumia Dr. Man ono na say Ghana for the delegate omo so abama no na obedi o man ye nim na odin ko obosi asase so na mama nta mo ndisi fu mo won ka jem say Chamu de Baumia ba on beto abama MPP o mo town ma NDC eton bonus amote alamba on beto abama MPP dia and enya no kwa propaganda mata mo de montran na me say Dr. Baumia na on beto abama no che NDC natural cha agani ye nwa enkokọ na enkogo that Bank of Ghana ye o mo ka so mo kwa si dan fufe Many from 2015, and I'm starting here. And this is full NCT. And another son of a block for her, or to Jubilee House. Yeah, some NDC for kind. Omka, some bar, Jubilee House, no, I come to Ghana for no go to you, no, but I'm enjoying point you. I want to say, a block for her.
May say, hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Me pacho dini baby afrefi.
Mame BIAMAH pacho ye frame Abu Karim Kazavu Medina.
Abu, dumu radio no why? Utie wo ho nti me bisa question wa ha, wo answer me straight away. You watie wo answer.
Oh, member me radio no so.
Enti dum no ne yanko.
Yo, amma me mame watie fo. Na me nchia yewura Kennedy Kwame Akrampakon a Japan. MPP for Mwadahuruma. Babia MPP ni akufo edi Ghana kwa kodru no ye mpese ye besa akọ ye chibu enu ti Ghana for do no ase MPP for se mo pese mo tra aban mu a mo fa ye wura Kennedy Kwame Akrampakon emra ono no ye bita ono no wusu a oye na ono na businessmen and women emagunu ni mrantie beto abama no na ye besre MPP for Saturday inshallah national executives constituency executives regional executives ye pese etna aban mu ne to enyuma pa no a MPP ye no so na yemfa yewura Kennedy Kwame Akrampakon na Ghana fa ntuma emperor the bestre NDC for nyina yo ma we mu ye hu nya o ma ba be ye da bia me de me ka o me ofa don mama me ne fi kuro ba ko tabi untumi pa MPP entoto NDC ho emani nye since 92 there's no political party that can say any good development more than MPP enti ye bestre say NDC for no enka o munya butre o mu ko transit for another 15 years na MPP emuvu Ghana enko nanim na Ghana for hontom na say mistake see the NDC for ever back dia ene ye mother chi na ese no enti Ghana for ye besre mon support MPP na mon support Kennedy a Japan na Ghana for no tuba pomfra my sister medinya media
menso erade enka wo ho papa I was here for Honey, I did you Medina and I said, I can come production crew. Jordan, me Adoma Gerald Sarge, my friend man, and I are Safo. Mandaro man, we on bomb, Chidoma, did you Medina a buyer? Bibia, when you had a Jeffrey, I was sending message. I said, I can see and come out. I said, I can see and come out, Miami, Bema, Miami, Chocho Mucho, Mac Jerry, or say Ajoma. Nano ya wada ono an tena mo maame. Na mani antimi ani program na chintina nim se bia mo fada ka brefren pa manso ozuoma. One Mac Jerry nyina ene mo tena mo maame. Aka na awotwe mo fa ntome so na afi nyame ya adom a isi na awotwe foforo mu dia. Ene mo a munga mu ye de ba besie ni ewa ha. Sabra me sorry so la Michael Eba beje adwaje ntata de akofie. Abraham always on na eba. I don't know how true it is. Whether it is true or it is false. Me we mako face no. Ameka minya matu. Ameka onyangotu. Ameka wanyangwatumo. Enti Abraham owe any ola Michael Eba beje ntata akofie. Akopem se no nsia bebo no nsia boy de no nsia kase ebo no free peace 104.3 FM. The beba abesomo. Meeting at the MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO between from BIAMAH 1 woman gadama mi soja. BIAMAH bro for de from me amejoso.